Sorry it took so long. Oh shoot, I gotta put this so I do not get copyright strike because it's going through my. Shoot, I did not even realize that. It's technically going through my window, and I need to make sure I don't get copyright strike because it's shining through. But yeah, I was talking to my dad, trying to get off, not really trying to get off the phone, but trying to be like, hey, I'm about to start streaming. I see everyone's at the game tonight. Looking forward to hearing your take on Texans hosting Browns. Also, just for clarification, yesterday when I streamed with Luke, usually it's just me streaming, but I decided to do with Luke because AJ, stop doing that. I started. I decided to stream with him because trying to get like promotion for our Gridiron Gurus podcast, and then it kind of popped off. So that was that. But yeah, I talked to Luke earlier talking about hosting the Browns. He's happy for it, but he's also kind of not scared, but he's also like worrisome with the fact that the Browns have been kind of on a hot streak. Of course, like yeah, they got beat by the Bengals, but that's because they started Driscoll. So he he's like, if we win against the Browns, that helps the draft pick because basically that's still technically with their draft pick. But he's just happy that literally you go from second overall pick to winning your division and hosting a playoff game in 1 year. I mean, like you got to be happy with that. So pretty much that's what Luke kind of told me, and I kind of agree with him. I was like, it's like with I keep on saying like goodness gracious. It's basically kind of the same exact thing with the Jaguars a year ago, where you go from the first overall pick to hosting a playoff game, and then you win that playoff game. So I kind of think it's with the same exact fact of like you're playing with house money, you're ahead of schedule. So if you win, then great. If you don't win, it's not even really your pick that you're really worried about because all you're worried about now is just the Browns pick, and then your pick is going to the Cardinals. So it's like I said, if you're a Texans, you're really happy right now. Sure, you probably rather be playing like the Chiefs or someone that who's struggling, but I mean, if you want to try to prove that you're the best, you got to beat the best. And right now, the Browns over the last month or so have been one of the better teams. So I do think it'll be interesting to see how it plays out. Let me readjust this even more so I can actually see the screen because it's kind of. Let me see. Right there. Okay, there we go. I was making sure because, like I said before, did not realize that my because of the way that the light is bouncing off of my window over here, it was basically showing the um, uh, it was basically showing the TV, and I was like, can't be doing that. So that was what I was kind of concerned about. But yeah, Lax Liffers just kind of like um, it's just gonna be midnight. Probably depends on what the games are, like the wild card games are, because I know for a fact I'll probably be streaming every single like night game. I'll be streaming the Saturday night game, Sunday night game, and the Monday night game. I feel like I'll be streaming both all three of those. Um, but if if the Texans one is on a Sunday as well, then they'll be helpful. But because of my work, I probably won't be able to stream like the evening games of Saturday or well just Saturday because Monday's just a Monday night game. But yeah, so yeah, Lags Lifters. I said it before, but yes, it is just gonna be me streaming tonight. Luke had a prior engagement, and it just so happened that yesterday we kind of our stream kind of popped off, and he actually enjoys the first time streaming. So we will have more streams in the future. It'll be both me and him, but because he had a prior engagement, I'm just gonna be streaming tonight, as I usually do. But yeah, he was very excited for the Texans to secure their division. After and I kind of already said it before, but basically the same as we have with the Jaguars last year. You're playing with house money. You go from a top two pick to literally winning your division, hosting a playoff game, and if you can win that game, I mean, that's just it kind of rolls over to next year. Now, obviously, the Jags kind of like, they kind of screw themselves over because literally, I was so into with the fact of like, oh, you know what, Jaguars should win this division because I think they had like a 93% chance of making the playoffs and even like winning the division, and then they kind of like totally crumbled. I did not see that happening. Basically, they were like the Titans last year, like probably a shoe in to go in the playoffs, and then they completely collapsed. So that's kind of interesting how that kind of flipped on its head with the Titans, kicking the Jaguars out. But yeah, for me, I think tonight my score prediction was 27-23. I think that with both, edge rushers for for the Dolphins being out, I don't know how their defense is going to play. So it'll be interesting to see how not only the Bills are able to run, James Cook will be a very big player in this game. I think if he's able to have like 100 rushing yards, maybe like 50 receiving yards, then Bills should win. But we have the kickoff going on right now, and I'm gonna have to move this again because, like I said before, where I had a position before, it was showing the game in my window, and that's not supposed to happen. So don't want to get in trouble. But the kickoff just happened, and it's going to be first down 10 at the 25-yard line for the Miami Dolphins. They start for the ball. Baker for him, I got a 1 million bonus for taking Buccaneers to playoff. I'm happy for Baker. Of course, things didn't really work out for the Panthers. Some of that's not really on him. Some of that's on play calling. But I liked when he came to the Panthers, but I didn't like when he played for me. So it's like a weird relationship. So first down 10, going to send Tyreek Hill into motion. It's supposed to be a screen. Then it's going to just I don't know what that was from Tua. I think he got pressured, but he had number 11. I think that was Cedric Wilson, like open, not quite open, but if he like led him, a legal man downfield. I think it was supposed to be a screen to Hill, but he was covered up. So it's going to be, Robert Hunt was a legal man downfield, so it's going to be backing up a little bit more. So not ideal, but yeah, it was supposed to be. It looked supposed to be like a screen or like a short pass, and Cedric Wilson was open, not really quite open, but like all he had to do was just like lead him down the field, and obviously didn't. Robert Hunt was way down the field. Goodness gracious. So first down, second down, 10, so they declined the penalty. So we got two tight ends set, A-Chain in the backfield. And strange play, but they toss it to A-Chain. He's gonna get the first down, going to get up to the 40. Great play by A-Chain. It was like a fake handoff slash toss. I don't know if it was like a busted play or what it was, but like Tua literally goes to the left and then he tosses it to the right. That's interesting to me. I've never seen that before. But yeah, like I said, Achan being back with Raheem Mostert being kind of banged up, that's going to be beneficial for the Dolphins. I think he needs to have a good game. Whoever is able to run the ball and establish a run game, I think is going to be very beneficial in this game. But I still see Bucks, Bills winning 27-23. Achan trying to get out of some trouble is going to lose about 3 yards in that first down 10 play. So it's going to be second down and 13 for the Dolphins. But yeah. Also, another bad thing that happened today. My lapel mic messed up. So usually when I stream with the lapel mic. When I was at Luke's, used his mic. So hopefully, I don't know how the audio sounds, but hopefully it's all good. Sorry if it's not. Usually it's not the way it goes. I had to order another one, so they'll be coming in Tuesday. So second down 13 at the 37-yard line for the Dolphins. Going to send HN into motion. Tua throws to Tyreek Hill, who's going to go backwards and basically get to where it was, picks about 6. So sounds fine. Okay, thank you. Yeah, I was kind of concerned about that because I was really mad because I was going to put out a video today, and then I'm glad that I didn't because a lot of the stuff that I had in the video did not happen because the Jaguars lost, other stuff like that happened. So I'm glad I didn't. So I have to reshuffle that, and then I probably won't have a video out until either late Tuesday or sometime on Wednesday because I start back school on Wednesday. So hopefully I'll have it done by Tuesday night, but I have no idea. So that kind of sucks. But Third down 7, Tua drops back to pass, going to take a shot down the field and picked off. And is that Johnson? No, it's Benford. Benford with the pick. Yep. He threw in a double coverage. I think he tried to throw it to Tyreek, but Benford, great coverage on that and picked. So basically an arm punt for the Dolphins. And yeah, I don't know what Tua was looking at because Benford had him pretty much wrapped up. So arm punt pretty much down to the 20-yard line, 21-yard line. So Buffalo Bills are going to start the ball at the 21-yard line. Kind of odd. Kind of odd why they were. I understand taking a shot, but so Dolphins got the first down with Devon Achane. It's a good thing that he's in the game. It's a good thing that he's healthy, but Tua missed on the ball and then basically threw in double coverage. So not looking too hot for the Dolphins right now. As far as like the other games, Eagles, I didn't think it was going to be that bad. Like, also, that is my roommate's cat, AJ, who is scratching in the background. He might come up here and be perched, so just letting you know. But I don't know what it is with the Eagles. The Eagles, for some odd reason, they've had a really You good there, AJ? Yeah, they had like a really, really weird like last month or so. They've been struggling against teams they shouldn't be. They barely beat the Giants the first time, and then they got beat by the Cardinals. What are you doing, AJ? Goodness gracious. And then they get absolutely dominated by the Giants, and then Jalen Hurts like basically just like his fingers all messed up. I don't know how that's gonna like dislocate his finger. I thought they were going to have a Super Bowl hangover. I saw they were going to make the playoffs, but I didn't think it was going to be this bad. With the fact that they haven't had both their coordinators, both of them have not done a good job, and the fact that some people still say that Brian Johnson should get a head coaching opportunity, I don't understand that. That makes no sense because he hasn't really proven that he should. Like so that was that when I've seen that like pop up on like head coaching candidates, sometimes I've seen that just to see, what names I need to be watching out for. Maybe there's some times where I'm like, oh yes, see, I thought about that guy to be a head coaching hire, but Brian Johnson, I don't understand that one. But yeah, the Eagles are in big trouble, but then the Bucks also haven't been convincing you the last 2 weeks. Like you get absolutely dominated by the Saints, and then you look completely sloppy against the Panthers, and you probably shouldn't have won that game because we had a lot of missed opportunities. But anyways, first down 10 at the 16-yard line. They're over to the middle to Stephon Diggs, picks up about 5. But yeah, there's going to be some interesting playoff matchups that I'm looking forward to, especially in the NFC. Of course, you have Stafford going back to Detroit, and then Packers versus Cowboys usually doesn't do well for the Cowboys. So it'll be interesting to see if the Cowboys just live up to what they usually do and choke in the playoffs. So second down 5, going to be hand off to Cook. Going to try the left side. Is going to pick. He's about a yard short of the first down marker, so it'll be third down and 1. So pick up 4 for James Cook. But yeah, so talk about the Eagles, Cowboys. Of course, they dominated the Commanders like they should have. I mean, it was close for a little bit there, but then they pulled away. Cowboys, I'm interested in seeing them. I think that the Packers have a chance of upsetting them, but I'm probably just going to go with the Cowboys, like just thinking ahead. But third and 1, clock is winding down. They got to hurry up. 4 seconds left to go on the game clock, and they're going to snap it. Going to give it off to, is that Murray? Oh, no, that's not Murray. Who is 5? Who is 5 from the Bills? I have not seen that. Oh, it's Leonard Fournette. Oh, I forgot he was on the Bills. I've not seen him. I remember when he when they showed it like the workout, but I had not seen Leonard Fournette in a Bills uniform yet, and so that was so odd to me. That was so odd to see. But yeah, they picked up the first down. Leonard Fournette picks about 4 yards. So playoff Lenny, look at you coming around. Well, not yet, but So it's going to be empty set, first down 10 for the Bills. 10:48 left to go in the first quarter at the 30-yard line. Clock's taken down, under 5 seconds left to go in the game clock. Snaps the ball and over the middle, and that's going to be to Stephon Diggs. So pick about 5. So Stephon Diggs' first 2 passes has been basically for 5 yards, so over the middle. But yeah, no. So talk about the Eagles. Kind of talk about the Cowboys and the Packers. I was very high on Jordan Love as a prospect. I liked him as like developmental, and it's a good thing where he went. And he's turned out to be a really good player, and definitely what the Packers need right now. So it's worked out for him. Second down 4, so that should pick up a 6. Going to send Diggs in a motion. Going to take a shot down the field to Kincaid, who's going to get to the 40, going to get to the 35, fights all the way to the 35. So great job of Kincaid there. So all the way over to the Dolphins territory. Yeah, no, Bills doing pretty good right now. They started at the 16 all the way up to the 45 right now. I think the Bills and the Ravens are and Bills, the Ravens, and Rams are the most dangerous teams right now that are, you know, playing convincingly. Rams head to head with the Ravens, and then yes, they almost choked against the Giants, so there's that. But so at the 35-yard line, actually, James Cook going to scamper for about 13, 14 yards. James Cook got down the middle, so they're so far Bills kind of establishing their will. Oh, I just thought about like Hard Knocks. I think this year has been better, especially with the in season one, because the in season last year, the Cardinals were actually a train wreck. So at least like this in season, Hard Knocks has been pretty good, but Dolphins have kind of like screwed up the last month or so. So first down 10, Josh Allen's going to try to make a play happen, going to dump it off to James Cook, who's going to get up to about the 15. So great pickup of about 6 or 7. So looked like nothing was there, just dumped it off to James Cook, and that's made get some more. Lions, Rams, fireworks. I see that too. I see there is AJ. But I see Lions, their defense needs to step up because they haven't really been able to, especially against Jefferson. So I see Puka Nakua having a really good game. Going to be a handoff to James Cook, who's going to, I think he's a yard short from the first down, so pick about 3 on that second down to 4. I do see that the Lions could, it could be like a 30-point game for both teams. Puka Nakua, Amon-Ra St. Brown, interesting who's gonna make the most plays. But I think it's just gonna be fun just to watch that game because Lions' first home playoff game since 1991, and then going against your former QB, like that's just something. So going to be a QB sneak for Josh Allen. He easily gets it, and oh my goodness, he makes a man miss, and he gains about 3 yards. So he just powers through, and it's going to be first and go at about the 8-yard line. So good job by Josh Allen. 7:20 left to go in the first quarter, and the Bills have absolutely dominated so far. It was actually offsides by, is that Melvin Ingram? Yes, it is. Why is he wearing number 9 now? I thought it was a different number last year. It might not be Melvin Ingram, but it looks like Melvin Ingram. I can't believe he's still in the league. But first and goal from the 8. Going to send Gabe Davis in motion. Going to hand off to playoff Lenny, and he's going to scamper for about 3. So 3 or 4 yards. So great job by Leonard Fournette. It's still weird to see him in a Bills uniform. I gotta get ready for that. I gotta get used to that. But Lions, Rams, Cowboys, Packers. That's going to be amazing. I don't really like the Buccaneers or the Eagles. They're not convincing me so far. But and the 49ers, of course, they got absolutely demolished by the Ravens, but they're still a great team. They're still probably the NFC favorite to represent them in the Super Bowl. So second down goal, going to be a play action pass for Josh Allen, and he is going to try to force it to Dawson Knox. And there was a little bit of some defensive holding there, but that wasn't called. But to me, sometimes it'd be kind of ticky tacky. So I got to look it over here. So Dawson Knox is against it's like Kahua. They talked about him last time. Yeah, he did get there early. He put his hand. No, that's a tug. That should have been called. From the other angle, you can see he tugged his right arm. So yeah, that should have been called. So third down goal from the 5 yard line. Going to send Diggs in a motion outside. They're going to bring zero blitz. Josh Allen, and that's a pick. Threw a pick in the end zone. And why did you do that? 33 from the Dolphins, picks it off in the end zone, then returns it from the end zone, and then is that Eli Apple? Oh my goodness, this is just so weird. This is so weird to see these players on these teams because I haven't seen them all year. But Eli Apple basically picks it off in the end zone. Should have just stayed there, but instead decided to return it and then get up to like the 3 yard line. I I mean, that's an Eli Apple play for sure, but that's still weird. That's still weird to see him and Leonard Fournette on two different teams. I knew they went to these teams, but I haven't seen them play yet. So Josh Allen kind of just like threw it up there, but they did take a lot of time off. So it's 5:58 left to go in the first quarter. But we could have just ended in a field goal instead, ended in an interception. So they brought the house and it paid off. Um, as far as like AFC teams, of course, they're talking about the Texans, Browns. That's gonna be interesting to match up, just because, like, the history there because of the trade, and yes, the quarterback's not playing, but that's still like part of it. Is like Deshaun Watson. Basically, you gave us all this, and now we get to face off against you, and then also we have your pick, and like that kind of thing. Apple got smoked in Super Bowl versus Rams. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. He talked so much trash too, like him and also technically his mom, but they talk so much trash. And I'm the kind of person who I will talk trash if it's with friends because it should be playful. But like unless like I'm very confident, I don't talk trash because I know it's going to come back to bite me. So it's funny when it happens to people that definitely probably shouldn't talk trash because they're not going to be able to back it up. But yeah, no, I'm still getting ready that with Eli Apple on the Dolphins, Leonard Fournette on the Bills. You know that they're on the teams, but you haven't seen them play. But yeah, talking about the Texans, Browns, like that matchup. KC, I don't know. If KC has to face off against the Dolphins, that'll be an interesting matchup because Casey's kind of limping in the playoffs too. So are the Dolphins. So it's not necessarily the same like situation that I feel like with the Browns and Texans. Uh, well, no, not Browns, Texans, as the uh, Buccaneers and Eagles. But it will be interesting to see like a matchup because the Dolphins feel like they should have won that game because they had control of the game. So going to KC. The other one, Steelers, I think they're going to be beaten by whoever they play because literally TJ Watt's probably going to be out. He might come back. I don't know, but I think Ian Rappaport said like he probably wasn't going to come back, so maybe not. But I don't trust Steelers. Steelers, went 10-7. I predicted you go 10-7, but I had you missing the playoffs, but you made it in, so good on you. But I just, oh man, I think they're pretty much easy number 7 seed. If they're number 6, like if the Bills lose, then the Bills and the Packers have a really good chance of being the first 7 seed to be a number 2 seed because it hasn't happened yet. And I feel like the Packers have a chance of being the first one, but if it's the Steelers who are 7 seed, no, sorry. So at literally the 3 yard line, because Eli Apple is very dumb, they hand the ball off and he trips. He trips and he gets down to the 1. Oh, but there's a flag. There's a flag. Achan trips when he got down to the 1. So what's the flag on? They're pointing like he's on the defense. Offsides on the defense. How dumb do you have to be? How dumb do you have to be to do that? Oh, Shaq Lawson. Dude, you had him at the 3, and now you have him at the 8. That's just so dumb. But they're going back to the play. It looked like it's a zero. It's a cover zero blitz, and Josh Allen he sees 1-on-1, and so Gabe Davis broke inside, and Josh Allen just threw it to him because he didn't anticipate Gabe Davis cutting inside. So 1st down and 5, they do the same exact thing, and Achan's going to get about 5 yards. They do that. There's another flag though, unfortunately, but it's it's weird the fake handoff slash toss because no one's there. I've never seen that before. So that's it's an interesting play call. But there's a flag holding on the offense. So back him up again. Goodness gracious. So backing up the Dolphins again on Armstead. Let's see here. Yeah. I thought that might have been a hold, but they didn't. I didn't see them throw a flag, but it's definitely hold. He has hands. He has hands inside, but he's pulling the jersey. That's going to be called every single time, especially when it goes around, almost like a wrestling move, like a wrestling hold. So 1st and 9 actually for the Dolphins at the 4-yard line. Odd series of events. And you have HN to the right of Tua. Probably be a run here if I had to guess. No, that's not HN. It's number 23. So going to throw over the middle to is that who I think it is? Craycraft. Yes, it is. Number 85, Craycraft. Picks up the 1st down. Pick up about 12 to 13 yards. Goodness gracious, hold a second. Goodness. It was a low snap, so good on Tua for handling it. But Ed Oliver is looking for a hold on Jones, but it was like kind of ticky tacky. So 1st down 10 at about the 13 or 14 yard line. It is at the no, it's actually he got a lot more. He had the 22 yard line. My bad. So going to fake the pitch to Achan. Going to throw over the middle to Tyreek Hill, 40, and it's going to get wrestled down about the 41-yard line. So great pickup by Tyreek Hill. Of course, I was talking about earlier about his house catching on fire, which is crazy because like the news kind of like came out like kind of slow. They were talking about like his house went on fire, and I was like, wow. I was like, what happened there? And it kind of came out. They're like, everyone's fine. I was like, okay, good. And it was like his child started it by playing with a match, and I was like, ooh, I would not want to be his child. Thinking about Tyreek Hill, I probably wouldn't be his child. So 1st down 10 at the 41-yard line. Going to be another one of that like pivot and then toss to Achan, but it's working. Pick up about 11 for Achan over to the right. So hey, if it works, keep on doing it. But that was it's still odd. It's like a fake handoff where no one's there and they just pitch it off to the other side. So 1st down 10 at about the 40 was that 49-yard line of the Bills. So like I said, both teams been able to run the ball so far. Going to be 1st down 10 at the 48-yard line. Sorry. And I formation, going to send 81 into motion over to the right. Going to be another pitch over to Achan, and he's only going to pick about 2. So 2nd down 8, 3:14 left to go in the first quarter. But I do have my computer here so I can see the comments or anything like that. But AJ, what? I don't know. Sometimes AJ, he likes to prance around. Sometimes like to get in my lap, but he also likes to just like poke his head up and just like look at you. But yeah, he's a good cat. So 2nd down 8. 2 is going to send someone into motion, but play action pass, and the guy falls down. Number 89, like he slips and falls down. It's supposed to be like a bootleg to him, and Tuish had to throw it down to the ground. So 3rd down 8. It's unfortunate. So 2:40 left to go. Both teams have had pretty good drives. There you go, AJ. They've had pretty good drives, but Bills, of course, into the interception. And now Miami, 3rd down 8. You got to convert this right here. Hey, how you doing? Thank you. Thank you, AJ. 3rd down 8. 2 drops back to pass. He's got time. Going to take a shot, and that's going to be incomplete. Only got one. No. 2. He only got not. Tyreek only got one foot down. Sorry, but yeah. AJ, you like to be in the limelight? Is that what it is? Mm-hmm. Yes. So it's gonna be Bailey on the punt, 4th and 8. Is that McKenzie? Who's their returner? I don't remember who Hardy, my bad. Hardy's the returner for the Buffalo Bills, standing about the 5-yard line. Snap and gets the kick off, and looks like it's going to be fair caught at the 10, about the 11-yard line. So Bills, like I said before, you started at the 16 and you drove down the field. So let's see what happens here. I think it is Melvin Ingram and Jason Pierre-Paul. I know Jason Pierre-Paul was he was talked about with the Hard Knocks like about 2 episodes ago. I'm trying to think. Let's see here. King Cole, Cameron, yeah, Melvin Ingram. He is still. That's what I thought. I do recognize those dreads. I was like, I not recognize those dreads anywhere. Um, remember him back in South Carolina. Him, oh my goodness, him and Jadeveon Clowney were a mess. I remember them. Like South Carolina back in like 2010 to like 2014 was super duper dangerous. I always felt nervous playing against them, and we won against them, so there's that. But like Alshon Jeffrey, Marshawn Lattimore. Oh, it was no. Hold a second. Running back, South Carolina. I think it's Marshawn Lattimore, but then that's also the quarterback name. I'm stuck on it right now. I can't think. I can't think. I can't think of the name, but I think it's Marshawn Lattimore. I gotta look it up. I feel really bad, unfortunately. Uh, Goodness gracious, Lattimore. See, that's not the guy. What is his name? Lattimore, running back. Sometimes when I get like stuck on that, I'm like Marcus Lattimore. So it was M. That makes me sad. I had to look that up. But Marcus Lattimore, he was a dog until he got injured against Tennessee. I still remember his leg just like going over like this. Same exact thing that happened to Nick Chubb against Tennessee too. Nick Chubb was a dog too in college. As an Auburn fan, going against a lot of SEC teams, you see a lot of good talent, and it's scary if you're having to go against them. But um, did I finish talking about the AFC? I don't think I did. Talked about the Texans. Talked about no, actually I did. And then basically the Ravens. One of the things that Luke is, I think he said also in the previous stream, is that his hot take is that the Ravens are going to pull a 2019. Lamar wins MVP and they go one and done. Hopefully not, but that would just be this kind of season. So first down 10 of 11, drops back to pass, going to take a shot down the field, and oh my goodness. Stephon Diggs was going to go, and he was separated by like 4 yards from Jalen Ramsey, and he overshoots him by 4 yards. He's on Jalen Ramsey. He burns him. It's a stop and go right here. No, he just completely just burns him, and oh my goodness, he had him beat by 5 yards. Oh, that's when you want to have back. That's when you want to have back. Oh my goodness. So second down 10 to the 11-yard line. James Cook it's to the left of Josh Allen. Probably going to run here. That's a false start, but they're going to call it. Shakir on the screen, going down the field 30, 35, 40, 45, 50, almost up to the 45-yard line of the Dolphins. Shakir on a screen. Great block. Was that Gabe Davis? Yes, it was. Gabe Davis had a great block on that screen. Took out 2 people, and Shakir goes all the way up to about the 45-yard line of the Dolphins. Like I said, great block by Gabe Davis. Great block. And then also, is that 21 on the Dolphins? Not ringing the bell, but he kind of just like jogged. He didn't have a good angle. So Shakir all the way to they call him out at the 48-yard line. So first down 10. Going to be a toss to 26. Is that Johnson? I think it's Ty Johnson. Pick up about 5 yards. But yeah, Bills so far they've had a really good job first time, but then they throw the pick. So let's see if they can get something more productive this time around. So it's probably about second down. I think it's second down to 5, second down to 4, because he picked up pretty good yardage. So 11 straight game with a takeaway for the Dolphins. So Ty Johnson's still back there. So about second down and 5 for the Bills at the 38-yard line. Dawkins get a little bit of a head start, but tries to force it into Kincaid, but he can't hang on to it. And then Allen was down on the ground, so I think he's looking to try to see if he can get a roughing the passer penalty, but we weren't able to see that. So with 1 minute left to go, third down and 5 for the Bills. I don't know if they're in Tyler Bass's range. I don't know his range. I know he's a pretty good kicker, but I don't know how he's doing this year in particular. But they're at the 38-yard line, so we'd be close to like a 55-yard field goal if they try it here. So going to be a power run, going to pick up a little bit more, maybe about 3 yards, Josh Allen. So it's going to be fourth down and 2. Going to bring out the field goal kicker. Oh, no, they're going to keep the offense on the field. So fourth down and 2, my bad. They better hurry this up because I don't want to be late on my call. But it looks like Josh Allen's still out there. The last showed it, but great tackle by Christian Wilkins, getting off the block and basically wrapping up Josh Allen. So fourth down 2, empty set for Josh Allen at the 35-yard line. Going to send Diggs at the running back position. Interesting. Only bring 4. Josh Allen has plenty of time to throw. Going to scramble some more to the right, and it's going to force it, just sling it downfield. Oh, and it's another interception. It's another interception by number 21, Elliott, in the end zone. I don't understand that. I understand, you want to go fourth and 2, that's fine. But just chunking it downfield, I guess, set him up at the 20-yard line, have it hope and a prayer. But you can't outrun Christian Wilkins? You seriously can't outrun Christian Wilkins for the first down? I just don't understand that. But he tries to throw it up to Gabe Davis. Gabe Davis trips, but it wouldn't have gotten there anyway because 21 would have undercut it. But another interception by Josh Allen in the end zone. Yeah, no, Gabe Davis literally just tripped over himself. It's just odd. It's really odd. So it's gonna be first down 10, I formation for the Dolphins at the 20-yard line. HA in the backfield, gonna send Cedric Wilson in the motion. It's gonna be plashing. It's gonna be a absolutely awful play. It was supposed to be a running back throw for Achan, and it did not work at all. So lost about 6. So into the first, going to be second and 16. There has been some questionable calls. I'm just going to say some questionable calls. Like you had on that zero cover blitz, Gabe Davis cuts right, but Josh Allen's already thrown it to where Gabe Davis was as a pick. And then Eli Apple, of course, he takes it out. He really shouldn't have. And then fourth and 2, I don't mind going for it, but you can't outrun Christian Wilkins and you try to like juke him out, and instead you just take a shot to the end zone, arm punt it pretty much. That's what I'm saying. One loss difference between them. Both seasons seem so different. I think because like with the Dolphins, they had an easier schedule, and the Bills were still trying to find their identity to begin the season. And then after Joe Brady took over, they've been a completely different team. And the same thing. Okay, so like the Browns and the Eagles have the same exact record, but you feel totally different about both teams because of how their season has played out. Like the Eagles, they're coming off the Super Bowl. They were supposed to be like, Super Bowl contenders this year, and now they're kind of like just limping into playoffs after losing to back-to-back games against literally bottom 10 teams, bottom 8 teams. I don't know where the Giants rank in the draft order. But the Browns, like with Joe Flacco, surprisingly have been like one of these teams that's literally just come out of nowhere and had a lot of adversity, and you feel like this is like could be a team of destiny because when you go through a lot of adversity, you're pretty much prepared for the playoffs. So yeah, I mean, I had the Bills winning the division, so I hope that kind of continues. But with this Dolphins team, I was really concerned about their defense. I wasn't too concerned with their offense. Felt like HN was going to do good, and he did, and then he got hurt. But that loss against the Titans, I think, really put them on a downward spiral as well because then they lost to the Ravens. Then they lost to other teams too. I mean, of course, they beat the Cowboys, but that's been their only team that they've beaten that's had a winning record. Like it's not very convincing. But yeah, no, I see what you're saying. It's still kind of it's still odd. It's still odd. But that's kind of how the season's been. Honestly, season's been very unpredictable. You've had teams come in and they've been absolutely garbage, and then they turn it on late in the season. You've had some people like the Eagles who start out 10-1, and now you're lipping to the playoffs at 11-6. It's it's odd. It's very odd. Jaguars, you were 93% chance of going to the playoffs, and all you can do down the stretch is beat us. Second and 16, going to be handoff to number 23, who's going to get 25-yard line. So great pickup. Out going to be third down and 6. Is that Wilson? Yes, it is. It is Wilson Jr. So great pickup there. But after that odd play, they're able to get to be third and manageable. So 14:40 left to go in the second quarter. They're kind of showing the Russian offense, which that's what I'm saying. Like you desperately need to have some kind of running game because the Bills have an explosive offense as well. So you can't just like throw it down the field. And also that's how McDaniel's offense works. So throw over the middle two, is that Barrios? I think it is. It's gonna be a first down, pick of about 6. So Barrios actually doing something besides return kicks. So first down 10 for the Dolphins at about the 31-yard line. And that is Micah Hyde on the stop with is that Bernard? I think it is. So first down 10. To it in the backfield with they're not showing me they're sending H in the motion over to the right. I hate when they do that when they don't really show the play. Going to be a toss to Achan, makes a man miss, but then loses like 5 yards. Just great play by Gregory Rousseau, who read it, magnificently. But there's been just some questionable calls. Has really been good in Miami after last year drama. They really stepped it up. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, I think they made the right hire in McDaniel, and then kind of improving with their system again of getting Achan and getting another year in their system. Like their offense was always going to be good. It's just their defense; they're not there yet. HM makes some people miss, but another like loss of 1. It's just obviously Miami's offensive line is not there yet. They have Taron Armstead, but besides that, their offensive line is kind of like a hodgepodge of people because they've had a lot of injuries, and it's gonna be third and 14, and you really haven't been able to even get close to the red zone for the Bills. So they're at the 27-yard line, third down and 14. Got to get up to the 41-yard line. Tua drops back to pass. He's got time. Going to go over the middle to Tyreek. That's a great play. Going to pick up all the way to the 49, 50-yard line. So they actually picked the first down. So far through the air, they've been pretty good, but they've been hit and miss with the run game, especially this last drive. They have not been able to establish a run. But let me just I already said that. Yeah. The protection. I think if they didn't have as many injuries in Miami, that'll be a lot better. But I formation right now going to be a toss over to the left. Jeff Wilson's going to take it 40, gets up to about the 37-yard line. So great pickup, going to get the first down. All on open those holes up. Yeah, no, this drive they haven't. That last run they have, but that's how Miami kind of operates. They have to establish a running game, and then a lot of those they get out of zone because if you can run, you get out of zone, and when you have man on man against Tyreek Hill, I mean that's like a death sentence for you. So So far, they finally get over to the Buffalo Bills side. So first down 10 at the 37-yard line. Going to be another toss to the right for Jeff Wilson. He's going to pick up about 5. So great pick by Jeff Wilson. Going to be second down and 5 with 10:55 left to go in the second quarter. Yeah, I'm interested to see where the Dolphins go in the draft. I feel like they'll go offensive line just to make sure they shore that up because injuries have definitely lessened the impact that they could have in the run game. But they also need some defensive help as well, especially on the interior. So clock's running down. They're trying to change formation. It's down to 7 seconds on the play clock. I formation. Going to be going to be a play action pass. Tua is just going to be scrambling for the first down, and he's going to pick it up, going to slide, and he is going to pick up about 6. So first down 10 for Tua. Like I said, it was a play action boot, was a naked boot, and Tua just saw the light because everyone went for that toss. I even messed that up too. So he had a lot of green grass. Johnson basically just almost takes his head off. So surprised that wasn't called for a penalty, but thankfully it wasn't because that definitely shouldn't have been. So first down 10 at the 26-yard line. Going to be a handoff to Jeff Wilson, who's just basically gets the line of scrimmage. Great stop by the defense right there. But like I said, we've already talked about how with the Dolphins, like they have an explosive offense, especially in the run game with Achan. But because Achan is the only one, you really need Jeff Wilson to step up, and so far he has. So that helps kind of like give Achan a spell because he's still coming back from injury, so he still needs his rest. Second down and 9, so apparently they got a yard at the 25-yard line. Going to send Chase Claypool into motion, and Achan going to get up to the 20, going to get 15, 10, 5, and touchdown. Look there. Dolphins finally get a score. Achan with a run. So there you go. The Dolphins actually were able to drive down the field what looked like, another punt at 3rd and 14. Throw it up to Tua, throw it up to Tyreek, get up to the 50-yard line, and then it's basically just been run, run, run. So good on them finally establishing the run. They got away with the hold there, though, on Hunt. Hunt got a little bit away with the hold there. But Achan making people miss, making Poyer look absolutely silly, breaking his ankles. So look at there. Sanders for the extra point. Snap, hold, kick is up, and it is right down the middle. So 7-0, 8:51 left to go in the second quarter. So there you go. That's what you needed to see from the Dolphins. So trying to think what else, like just going over this last week, what else I haven't talked about. I gotta look. You know what? I'm gonna look up the Tankathon draft order just to see what it is right now because I haven't looked it up since then. Of course, Chicago's the number one pick because of us. Washington, New England, Arizona, then Chargers, Giants. So Giants. Okay, here is my. If I'm the Giants, do I go for an impact wide receiver because you could get either Malik Neighbors or you could get Romaduze, or do you go for your QB? I'm still pondering where I'm at with the Giants because I could also see them because they also paid Daniel Jones to just go with another year, hopefully, in that system. Tennessee at 7, you can get your probably one of the top 3 tackles. Atlanta at 8, hopefully you're outside the reach of Jaden Daniels. Chicago at 9, you have 2 top 10 picks. Jets, Minnesota, Denver, Vegas, New Orleans, Indianapolis, Seattle, Jacksonville, and Cincinnati. So like I said, there's some teams that have like certain people penciled in because I think they'll be at where they're at, but I'm still gonna wait till like after free agency. We've already talked about it before. Me and Luke talked about after Super Bowl. We'll talk about where we think some free agents will go, and then from there, we'll talk about draft content. We'll break down all of the different positions. We love the draft season because it's just fun. There's a lot of different what could happen, what might happen, who would be the best fit. Because with me, I don't try to rank people as 1 through 10 because everyone has a different skill set. So if you're the best at this particular skill set, then I put you in a different tier. That's just how I do it. Yeah, they're kind of showing how the AFC East has kind of happened. And from week 14, literally, the Dolphins had a 92% chance of making it. It's like I said, it's just been that kind of year. Like a lot of people have been choking in December and then going into January is where it's like, if I don't win, I'm going to lose this division that I had pretty much wrapped up. It's been a wild season. So kickoff from Jason Sanders, and it's going to be for a touchback. So first down 10 at the 25-yard line for the Buffalo Bills. They desperately need to respond, which that's what I'm saying. Like they've been able to drive the ball in those previous 2 drives, but they just an interception. First one, shouldn't have thrown that. Second one, now that I'm thinking about it, kind of was like an arm punt because no one was really open. But just dumb. Just dumb, dumb, dumb. Like not executing when you need to execute because when you're in the scoring position, when you're in the red zone, when you're in field goal range, in these kind of games, you need to score whatever you can. So it's going to be a play action pass. Going to take a shot. He was trying to take a shot. Now he's going to go down the sideline, and that's going to be Dawson Knox. Picks up the first down, gets about to the 42-yard line. So great pick by Dawson Knox. He was loading up like he was trying to shoot it downfield, but just had to dump it off in the wheel route. Let's see here. Maybe it was. Oh, he was trying to take a shot to Diggs, but he was covered up. So got Dawson Knox on a wheel route, wide open. So first down 10 at the 42-yard line for the Buffalo Bills. 8:18 left to go in the second quarter. And that's a false start on the right tackle. Is that Spencer Brown? I think it is. Yep. Oh, no, actually Dawson Knox instead. I thought it was Spencer Brown, but it's Dawson Knox on that right side. So it's going to back up 5 yards. So Buffalo Bills, first down to 15 at the, what were they at? They were the 42-yard line, so at the 37-yard line. I'm also a little stuffy, so I guess you could kind of tell that my voice, unfortunately. It's been hit or miss sometimes where I've been kind of stuffy. Play clock's underneath 10. They got to hurry up at the line. 4, 3, 2, get a snap off. Josh Allen drops back to pass. Going to throw over the middle to, is that Dawson Knox or is that Kincaid? 86, that's Kincaid. That's the one thing, because if they have that second number covered up, I cannot tell who it is. They're both the same exact size, same exact build, and they both start with 8. So, second down and about 8, I would say. Yeah, second down 8, pick up a 7. I don't care about seeing the head coaches because I don't have the audio on, so I have no idea what they're talking about. But Gabe Davis is on the sideline getting some treatment. James Cook is to the right of Josh Allen. Might be a run here. No. Josh by the pass, and he's going to run down the middle. Scamper. He's going to make a man miss. Going to get the first down. Going to get to about the 46-yard line of the Dolphins. So another first down by Josh Allen. So 7 minutes left to go. The Bills have been able to drive down the field again, get into Dolphins territory. Let's see if something positive will actually happen because so far it's been interceptions. But it's not like it won't be the 27-23, but it's not looking like it will be. Looking like it's going to be a little bit of a low-scoring game. I could be wrong, though. Handoff James Cook's got a wide-open hole, but only going to pick up about 3. Close up real quick. So about second down 7 for the Bills. Just kind of also getting their defense a little bit of a break after giving up a touchdown. 6:20 left to go in the second quarter. I think that the Dolphins started with the ball, so Bills need to score here, but they also get the ball to start the second half. So it'd be good if they kind of score kind of quick so they can get the ball again to end the half. So second down 7, Play clock is going down 7-6. Better hurry up. Snap the ball. Josh Allen's drop back to pass. Going to throw off his back foot to Diggs, and he catches it. Wow. He was on 33. Eli Apple getting cooked again, all the way down to about the 6-yard line. Finally, was able to get on that deep ball pass. I mean, it was a great ball. Of course, Eli Apple was covering, so it's not that surprising. But threw off his back foot and just in the bucket for Stephon Diggs, all the way down to 6. Yeah, what a catch indeed. It wasn't like totally underthrown, but it was a good placement. It was a good placement right behind the reach of Eli Apple, but he could have led him a little bit better for a touchdown. But it's gonna be first and goal at the 7-yard line. Gonna be handoff to Cook. Gonna make a man miss. Gonna get to about the 5. So second and go from the 5. Oh goodness. Sorry. That was my sister calling. I'm also okay, so just when it's just me, well, also technically also the stream yesterday, I streamed my phone because my camera on my computer, I've had this computer for 5 years. It was used when I got it, so I have no idea how actually old it is. And the computer's messed up. So that's why I use my phone. So second and goal from the 6. Gonna be a tipped up pass, and oh my gosh, he caught that. Touchdown. Is that who is that? Is that Stevenson? Oh my goodness. Toe taps, stays in bounce, and I think that's a touchdown. I gotta look by the replay, but McDaniel is just in shock. He's absolutely in shock. Stevenson keep his feet are down. Does he hold possession? His feet are down. That's a catch. That's a touchdown. Oh my goodness. Wow. That's that's good. That's good. Yes, it's Shearfield. Why do I keep on thinking Stevenson? He must have been there last year. But Sherfield, who is Sherfield? I don't know, like Bills wide receiver number 5. I feel really bad that I don't know his name. So I got to look it up. And I feel real bad that I don't know. But extra points up and good, so it's gonna be 7. So who is this? You don't see him a lot, so um oh, it's Trent Sherfield. Oh, okay, okay. Didn't know that. So Trent Sherfield. He was at Vanderbilt. That's what I remember him from. I just saw S and I thought that was Stevenson, but he's not even on the Bills anymore. That's on me. But yeah, what a great catch. So 7-7 with about I think it was about like 5:30 left to go in the game. Not in the game. In the second half. First half. Oh my goodness, my brain just like melted right there. Um Sometimes that's what my brain does. Just like kind of like flutters away. But Bills able to finally, score a touchdown after after 2 trips to the within range, and they get the ball start second half. So, like I said, if they get a stop with the Dolphins with about 3 minutes left to go, I feel pretty confident they can score another time. So hopefully, um, some of these Army commercials are just so weird. There's like a penguin. They're chasing a penguin. It's Navy Federal Credit Union, but there's a lot of just weird commercials that I'm so lost whenever I watch them. I have no idea like what this for, and I don't really remember after watching it. But trying to think what else that I've said that I haven't said yet. I also did talk about the Panthers. What games I haven't talked about? I've already talked about a lot of games. Trying to think what else games I haven't talked about yet. The battle of Sam Darnold and Carson Wentz was better than I expected. Chiefs and Chargers was close with backups in there, so there's that. Because there's a lot of like backup games. I didn't really pay attention. Seahawks barely beat the Cardinals, but they were losing for a while there. It was not pretty. Raiders, I predicted them to win against the Broncos because I think with the Raiders, I was like the Broncos have kind of like already into the season. They're like whatever, but the Raiders they desperately need to win because like they need another win for Alec Pierce to have that winning record, and I think that's gonna be beneficial. I think that Al Pierce should be the head coach, but a lot of times interims don't really get the head coach, so you need to have like a winning record, need to be, close to making the playoffs, that kind of stuff. So I think it's beneficial for Al Pierce. I think he'll get the head coach. I hope he does because they desperately need some stability. Packers Bears, watch that one. Jordan Love still has ownership over the Bears. Got that from Aaron Rodgers. Bengals, Browns, both those are backups. Bengals won. What do you do? And there's some stuff like that. Like I didn't really care that much about. Jets, pretty much just Brees Hall, sorry. And then Saints versus Falcons. A lot of people have said, like, did I see the Arthur Smith thing? Yeah, I did, and I can understand the hate. I can understand being upset because, like, why would you do that when you're up and the game's already over? I understand him being upset. At the same time as being an NFC South, we do not care, and that is the mentality that we have is that we just hate each other, and because the media doesn't pay attention to us, we don't care what the media thinks. So another pitch off to the left for Achane is going to pick up to the 30, makes a man miss, going to get to the first down. Wow, he made three people miss, got a first down. Well, it depends on where they spot it. I don't think they gave him a good spot, but I thought he got the first down. Another one of that fake handoff pitch. Like I said, it's been working. It's been working. So I hope Raiders do not make the same mistake by skipping on Pierce and getting another coach. They are having to pay Gruden and McDaniels all kind of money. That's what I'm saying. Like the fact that Mark Davis is the least liquid, like liquid wealth, pretty much like net worth wealth owner in the NFL. He's basically just hoping and praying the Las Vegas move works because he had to like take out a loan for like Bank of America, I think. Best had to work there with Jerry Jones. But like you have to if you hire Alec Pierce, it's not gonna be for a lot of money, because he doesn't have like head coaching experience besides the interim. And because like you said, all the money that you're paying, it's crazy to me, like the fact that I'm not worried about money because David Tepper has a lot of money, and we're paying two head coaches way more than the Raiders are, but we don't care. Like money's not a worry, but it is a worry for the NFL because they have been telling people, "Hey, stop firing head coaches." Falcons coach need to get over it. Dolphins dropped a lot on the Broncos. Yeah, like I said, I'll say with that, the Saints kept their starters in, and I think that's the main reason that the Falcons were mad because, like, with the Dolphins, like, it was Mike White just throwing bombs against you. I mean, that's your fault. You can't start. You can't stop a backup. With the Saints, I think it's also because like Arthur Smith knows that this is his last game. He's going to get fired. Black Monday is going to take a lot of people. At first, when I think it was Schefter who said it was 7 to 10 jobs going to lose, I was like, that's kind of a lot. And now I'm thinking about, I was like, 7, that's a definite. I'm pretty sure. But yeah, I think he's also just mad because he knows this is his last game as the Falcons head coach, and getting embarrassed like that. Yeah, but I agree. I agree. Probably should get over it. You had plenty of opportunity to win the garbage division, and you blew it. You lost to the Panthers, so you're welcome. And then like you choked a lot of other games you should have won. You couldn't decide who you wanted to start, whether it be Desmond Ritter or Taylor Heineke. You should have just kept Taylor Heineke for the long haul. It being an NFC South fan, you get to know a lot of these teams a lot. I have no beef with Bucks fans because for the most of my fanhood, the Bucks have not been good. They've been good the last couple of years, but anyways, let's talk about that a little more. Second down to 1, it's offsides. They get them offsides the first down, 5-yard penalty. But yeah, for the most part of my fanhood, the Bucks have not been good, so I'm happy for them. When they got Tom Brady, as such, I was like, "Dadgummit, Tom Brady's coming to my division. He's going to win it," and of course he did. But with the Bucks, I thought they were going to be bad this year, and I was fine with them being Baker. But after this year, I'm gonna be like, okay, now you had your time in the sun. If you continue to be good, now I'll be a little bit not hateful because I don't want to be hateful anytime, but I will be. I won't give you as much grace. So first down 10 at the 40-yard line. Going to send Tyreek Hill in motion over to the right, and then going to send 89 over to the right, to the left. Sorry, and Jeff Wilson's going to pick up about 3 on that run. So second down 7. But like I said, I can understand why some coaches get mad, especially if they know like their time's ending. But it is your job to stop them. So same as I think with like when Cam was doing like when he was dancing 2015, the Texans were mad that he was doing all that. I was like, you got to stop him. If you don't stop him, then he can do whatever he wants to you. So second down 7, flash and pass, going to throw over the middle to who's 81 Smythe. Yeah, the Smythe pick up about 15 or so. So with about 3:10 left to go in the second quarter, Miami driving down the field. And they're up to the 43, by the 43-yard lines. First down 10, 43-yard line for Miami. Clock continues to run. It'll be a handoff to Jeff Wilson, who's going to make a man miss, is going to basically drive forward for about 7 yards. So second down 3. Coming up on 2:40, so it's probably the last play before 2-minute warning. I hate when my nose gets stopped up too, because it sounds like like that. That's what it sounds like to me. So second down 3 for the Dolphins, and gonna be I formation with Jeff Wilson back in the backfield. Gonna send Craycraft in the motion. Jeff Wilson gets gobbled up by Spectre. Don't know who you are, unfortunately. I think he's the one who replaced Matt Milano. So 2-minute warning, third down and lost the yards about third down and 4. So we're going to go to 2-minute warning. 7-7 tie. Dolphins, you're within. I think you're within Jason Sanders' range. So if you don't get it here, it's not the end of the world to kick a field goal. So, both offenses have been able to drive down the field, but they haven't been as. It's not been scoring as much as I thought it was going to. But then again, that can happen in the fourth quarter, so I'm not too mad. But I did not expect this to be 7-7 going to 2-minute warning. I thought it was going to be like 14-13 or something like that. So I'm like, still close, but a little like where it looks like it's going to be like a 28 to something kind of game. So because we have like NFL pickings with my friends, and one of my friends picked 42-40. Now he usually doesn't really get the score prediction right, but I think that's kind of funny. It's just like I think it's going to be a really big kind of game, and then ends up just being 7-7. Trying to think what else. I've kind of talked about. We talked about before. Last stream about kind of our hot takes of like NFL draft stuff like that. Some of this, I think there was someone who said that Keon Coleman was wide receiver number 2, and then I said like Keon Coleman is a number 2 wide receiver. I agree with that. I think, like I said, we still think he's like wide receiver like 5 or 6. We haven't really quite put him there. Like I said, I don't want to rank people like that, but he's not there yet as a separator. And there's a couple in this wide receiver class that can be good, and it's a very deep wide receiver class. Hey, Alex, what's up? Alex is a Cowboys fan who is very happy because Cowboys won the division when it didn't seem like they were going to happen. But talking about with the wide receiver class, like if you're looking for a wide receiver, you can definitely get yourself one in this draft class. I don't think it's like a 1996 kind of wide receiver class where you've got like plenty of Hall of Famers. That's way too much of asking, but it's if it pans out the way that like a lot of people are thinking, it could be one of the best wide receiver classes we've seen in a very long time. You have a lot of wide receivers who are basically like the last like the COVID years. There's still some people in the college ranks who had those COVID years, but they're not very good, so they still stay for the extra year. But you still have like a lot of old wide receivers coming in. You've got basically the ones that are coming out early as well. So you have like basically like 20 wide receivers that I see right now that I've scouted that are legit like day one, day three grades. Like a lot of really good wide receivers. So everyone should be able to get their own ones. 2 minute warning, like I said, third down and three at the 36-yard line. Tua drops back to pass, going to take a shot down the field to a perfect pass to Cedric Wilson. But there's a flag, though. There is a flag. But what a perfect pass to Cedric Wilson all the way down to the red zone. I think it's on the defense because Tua is just walking. So let's see what the flag is. 154 left to go. Holding on the defense, yes. So it can be penalties decline. It was absolutely beautiful, beautiful pass to Cedric Wilson, right in the breadbasket for him. Why is Rasul Douglas on the bench? Did he get hurt? Because I did not remember that in the what they talked about before. Yeah, no, that's definitely a hold. Yeah, all the way down to the 13-yard line, but literally just right in the breadbasket. That's a beautiful throw. First down 10, 154 left to go in the first half. Probably hand off to Jeff Wilson, I had to guess. Just try to like run down the clock. Basic man miss is only going to get about a yard though, yard or two. Definitely getting A-Chan a break, so that's good. But I think Buffalo called themselves a timeout. Yes, they did. So Buffalo calls first timeout. 149 left to go in the second half. Like I said, Buffalo does get to start the ball. Does get to start the second half. So if they ever get the ball back, maybe like a field goal or something like that, then you set yourself in a good situation because you don't want to go into halftime being down a touchdown. If you're down by 4, that's better. If you're able to stop Miami, that's even better. But I don't think that's going to happen. Miami has been both teams been able to kind of like impose their will, but the Buffalo Bills in particular have been able to make a lot of bad decisions by Josh Allen in particular throwing 2 interceptions. So second down 9. Dolphins coach wearing the Billy Graham glasses. Yeah, kind of true. We throw over to the middle to Tyreek, who's going to almost pick the first down. Going to be third down and 1, but there's a flag. So I don't know what the flag is on. Yeah. Mike, not Mike. Why did I say Mike? It is Mike, though. Why did I? Okay, I don't. Sometimes my brain's messed up, but yeah, Mike McDaniel this has a weird, not weird, odd. I would say odd clothing style sometimes. A legal man downfield was the call. Don't know who is on though yet. I also can't. I also have to like read the lips, so I have no idea what's happening. So it's definitely a legal man downfield by Hunt, but it might be offsetting penalties because they didn't. I have no idea, but it's definitely a legal man downfield. He's like 5 yards down the field. Hunt is. So instead of being a third down, hold a second. Why is this? Why isn't it saying third down and 1? It was he was down. There are some times where it's bad because I don't have the audio that I don't know what's exactly going on. But the fact that um it was a legal man downfield and they threw the flag, but then they picked it up, so it's now still third down and 1. But yeah, but yeah, no, Alex, I am coming over. Um, after this game. Probably won't be until like 10 something, but yeah. I don't understand how that okay, so what they're saying is because his foot was still within, they said that it wasn't. So that's on me, but he was pretty dang close. So 2 drops back to pass touchdown, and that's gonna be Tyreek Hill. Would have loved that for my fantasy, but we're not doing that right now. Tua perfectly lands a backflip. Going to be a 13-7. Going to be try for extra point. So I mean, the Bills got one timeout. You got 143 left to go. That's plenty of time for Josh Allen. So you have a chance of basically tying the game back up. But 1-on-1, Tyreek Hill get separation. I mean, that's just ain't nothing you can really do there. Tyreek Hill. Okay, I struggle sometimes with Tyreek Hill if he's like my number 2 or number 3 wide receiver in the league right now. Kick is up, kick is good, extra point up, so 14-7. Because I struggle sometimes with if Devontae Adams been number 1, but he's had a down year, but then I guess not really his fault. He's still like one of the best. Justin Jefferson's been hurt. So like this year, I feel like Tyreek's still the number 1. He's probably my number 1 this year. But like when we go back to preseason rankings, he might fall back down to 2 or 3 because like he has it all. He's good, but Justin Jefferson's still that guy too. So there's a lot of good wide receivers in the NFL today. So, but we go into a break. Um, Sometimes I don't know what to say during these times, especially when there's not really comments. But I've already talked about the games. I already talked about the playoff matchups somewhat. Um, but my brain is completely just blank. Literally is blank. I'm trying to think of something to say, and I cannot think of something to say, and I feel really bad because it's probably boring for people to watch. But Age is just sitting there, just chilling. But in this game, running has definitely been a factor. It's been like setting up your offense, and especially with the Dolphins, they've been able to do that. They've been able to get one on ones with Tyreek, and it's been working so far. So it didn't work in certain drives because they've gotten behind the sticks. So as long as that doesn't happen, I feel like Miami can still stay well within this game because so far, I mean, they're leading 14-7. But they've it's been pretty close at sometimes. So hmm. The South in college ball, the South in NFL. Yeah, that's true. I feel like I feel like the Midwest is also kind of similar. Like if you give me I'll probably say Midwest NFL is probably better than Midwest college ball. Both go crazy for sure, but I would probably say that Midwest NFL, just because like historical standards, would be crazier than or be better than Midwest college. But yeah, I think it's also because like certain South states don't have NFL like I don't have NFL teams. Like for instance, like Alabama doesn't have NBA, MLB, or NFL teams. So of course, like that's going to be big in the South. And then Mississippi, same exact way. You don't have a professional team, so guess what? College sports is going to be big. So I can see that kind of being part of the reason. I mean, this in the Midwest, you also have that too, and you might not have all of the uh, major sports like Indiana. You have the Indiana Pacers, but you don't have an NFL team, and you don't have a and you don't have a MLB team. But I do think, especially college sports in the South, goes crazy. So first down 10, throws over the middle to is that Sheffield again? Yes, it is for about 6 yard gain. Clock is running. I like how the AFL tried to do something with Birmingham Iron. Yeah, I think there's a fan base in Birmingham, but it's going to take time because a lot of Birmingham is also transplants too. There's a lot of already fan bases from other. There's already a lot of fan bases in Birmingham, so it'd be kind of hard to, you know, Russell Douglas is going back to the locker room to kind of like establish a franchise there. And then Huntsville's too close to Nashville, so uh, I don't know if Alabama will ever get a professional sports team, but it'd be nice if they ever did. Was a good surprise at running back. Yeah, at the Birmingham Iron he was. It was also because they had one of the best offensive lines in the AFL, but I think he's still at Mexico. I know that's what he was last time that I've seen him. He was in Mexico doing a football league there. First down 10 at the 41-yard line. Josh Allen scrambling around to the left. He's going to throw at the feet of Kincaid. So 109 left to go, second down 10. Yeah, Trent Richardson has had a interesting career for sure. From going from unstoppable at Alabama, first so going number 2 pick to Cleveland, having a decent rookie year, then getting traded for a first round pick to the Colts, not doing well there, and then just bouncing around in other leagues. So he's had a very, very interesting career. A lot of college stars have had very interesting careers. This is why I like to watch Flimlo Raps. He has like a really good job of looking at where are they now kind of players. Over the middle to Shakir, only picks about 5 or 6, so it's gonna be third down and 5 with about 104 left to go, and I think they call a timeout. Yes, so the Bills call their last timeout. Interesting, they call the last timeout right here because if you don't get it, then you give the Miami, who has 3 timeouts, an opportunity to drive it on the field. So I don't understand that one. I don't understand why you call your timeout there. Hopefully you get the first down, then you can clock it, sure, but nah, I would have saved my timeout until the 30 seconds. So yeah, I don't know about that. But with 105 left to go, it's going to be third down and 4 for Buffalo Bills, close to midfield. So Miami's getting hyped though. I can see in the bleachers that's what they're showing right now. But yeah, if Buffalo loses, wait. If Buffalo loses, do they just play Miami back to back? No, because they'll be 10-7. Josh Allen scrambles, going to get up to about the 40-yard line of Miami. Probably going to clock it right here. No, they're probably going to clock it because they have 55 seconds. They have plenty of time to call their plays. But yeah, I don't remember how the playoffs go if who wins, who loses. But first down 10 to 40-yard line. Josh, that's a false start, but they did not call it. Going to go to Stephon Diggs. Makes a man miss 20-25 and gets up to about the 24-yard line. Going to probably spike it right here. 35 seconds left to go. I would spike it here, but they're not going to call a play. It's fine. 28, 27, 26. Clock's running down. Get a play off. Going to throw it to the sideline. You waste 10 seconds for a yard. That's what I'm saying. Sometimes I'm I would rather you just clock it. Sure, you lose it down, but in this instance, you literally didn't even gain a yard. So you wasted 10 seconds, second down 10. I don't understand that. I'll get to your comment later after this, probably close to halftime, because right now, Bills driving down the field, 21-yard line, second down 10. That's 21-yard line, but 21 seconds, second down 10. I think Miami might have called a timeout, though. Did Miami call a timeout? Yeah, no, it was official review. Okay. Cam Newton mentioned how he would still entertain returning to NFL as a mentor for starters and taking a back seat. Lots of growth. Wish he would have had that a little bit earlier. Would have helped many. So with Cam, because of what happened in New England, I think that kind of translates to other teams. Ooh, I don't know if that was a complete catch, but it was close. But regardless, I mean, if it wasn't, it didn't really matter. But talking about the Cam Newton thing, whenever you have a dynamic star, sometimes people can see that as being a distraction if they're a backup. Okay, let's just say that Cam Newton came back to Carolina. That would be the worst case scenario for Bryce, because then if Bryce doesn't do well, everyone's going to be asking for Cam back, because there's a lot of Panthers fans who are so fixated on who Cam was and that Cam is not that person anymore. They think that he still can be that person. So is that, or let's just say that Cam mentors a next rookie QB. Let's say Cam is the mentor for the rookie QB for the Washington Commanders. I know Ron Rivera is not going to be there. Let's just say that he goes to the Washington Commanders. Let's say the rookie does absolutely, mediocre, and the division is not too good. Let's just say the NFC East, for some odd reason, doesn't do well, and the Commanders still have a chance to make the playoffs. There's going to be there's going to be a lot in the fan base just we should get Cam on the field. We should get Cam on the field. That kind of thing is my only problem that I've seen, because that's the reason why Cam left New England, because Bill kind of saw him, not really, it might have been Bill, but a lot of people kind of saw him as potentially being a distraction because the team is going to love Cam because he was a previous starter. And the kind of person that Cam is the kind of person that you love to play with. So if Mac doesn't do well and he had a decent rookie year, like people will be looking at Cam, and sometimes that can split a locker room. So I can understand that. Sup Green Pixel. Yeah, we're just kind of talking about Cam. Like I said, Cam is the reason why I became a Panthers fan. I was an Auburn fan when I was 10 years old. He led my team to the national championship, and I was like, I want to become NFL. I want to join an NFL team, and because went to the Panthers, that influenced my decision a lot because I was like, how awesome would that be to see one of my favorite players lead my team to the national championship and then lead us to the Super Bowl? And he did that. Of course, he didn't win that Super Bowl, but that's still like an amazing season that I'm always going to cherish because I got to see my team go to Super Bowl. There's not many people who can say that. Just saying, like, especially if you're a Patriots fan, you can say that because you've been multiple times. But there's not really been a lot of teams who have made the playoffs who's made the Super Bowl since 2000. But yeah, no, it is. I think Cam could still play in the NFL, but it would have to be it would have to be in a special circumstance because a lot of people see him as a distraction, and that's unfortunate. But that's the name of the game for whenever you have a superstar who eventually becomes a backup. It'd be the same as the thing with Aaron Rodgers. If Aaron Rodgers became a backup, James Cook. Sorry I didn't set you up, but with 50 seconds left to go, 21 seconds left to go, took a shot at the end zone. James Cook, it went right in his hands. It would have been a touchdown, and just drops it. He just drops it. It would have been a touchdown. It was a beautiful pass by Josh Allen. He's so upset. So 15 seconds left to go. Third down, 10. It's not the end of the world if you don't score here, but you can't take a sack. That's for sure. If it's going to be a bounce, it's got to be. Oh, Miami's taking a timeout. I don't know why they did that because the clock was running down. So Miami taking timeout with 15 seconds. Third down, 10. You have to take a shot at the end zone, but if you're short of the end zone, it's fine. You just got to clock it, and you can make that. Panthers got the first overall pick. Interesting choice. Yes. So I was always a Bryce guy, and later in the process, I was okay with us going with CJ Stroud because, like, initially in the beginning of the season, I was iffy on Stroud because he had a range of weapons, and I saw too much of like some of the other Alabama QBs before Bryce, where they had like a plethora of weapons and they did really well because of that. But then that Georgia game really set what really like helped me see like, okay, yes, CJ Stroud has had bad games. He's had like Indiana, he's had Wisconsin, he's had Northwestern, where he's had like bad games going against like kind of okay defenses, and where it's been causing for concern. But then he has like games like that. So short pass going out of bounds. That's actually pretty smart by Buffalo Bills. They get up to 11-yard line, so it'll be first down 10 with 11 seconds on the 11-yard line. But yeah, no, like now that the season hasn't really gone the way that we want, a lot of people want to have revisionist history and be like, "Oh, you should have taken C.J. Stroud." Well, obviously, later the optics say that, but everyone believed that Bryce was number one. It just didn't work out in our favor. And I'm not mad because I think like there's still like a lot of things to look forward to because yes, 33 pick is not better than having a first round pick, but 33 overall pick is not that different from having a 27 overall pick. It's six people. Like that's what I'm saying. Like a lot of people like say like, oh, like yes, you would rather have a first overall pick, but you can still get an amazing player with your first second overall pick, and you have the top of the third. So people dropped that probably shouldn't, and with a very very deep draft class, I absolutely love this draft class, and I think that we can improve with the draft picks that we have. So there are some that if the Dolphins win, it'll be Dolphins against the Bills again. So that would be it wouldn't be the worst thing, but it'll definitely be weird. So drops back to pass. Josh Allen's going to try to scramble around. Takes a shot. Oh, did he make it? I don't know if he made the end zone. I don't know if he made the end zone. I think he's short. I think he was short. And oh, that's how it's going to end. That's how it's going to end the first half. 26 tries to stretch out for the end zone, doesn't make it. So that's how the half ends. You stop at the 1 yard line. This year, who do you think the Panthers will get? Oh, well, we won't get anybody first overall. That's the Bears pick. Yeah, Johnson was short by a yard. Great tackle by Baker, and who was and Eli Apple. Look at you, Eli Apple, making a play. I mean, since trade the Bears, who do Bears get? I was talking last time about it. Oh, so with the Patriots being number 3, it depends on what happens with Bill Belichick. So I don't know what they're going to do with the Patriots, but if the Patriots want to jump the Commanders and make sure that they get the quarterback that they want, then that's be beneficial for the Bears because if you trade down from 1 to 3, you probably get I don't know maybe I don't know how that it'll probably be like a first round pick next year. I don't know how that would be. I haven't looked at the chart kind of thing, but then you can still get Marvin Harrison Jr. or or if you trade down from 1 to 3, obviously the first two quarterbacks are off. So if you have someone who really wants to jump, I think who's number 5. Number 5 is I'm trying to think who other potentially could get a quarterback. Okay, yeah. So if the Giants at number 6 want to get their QB and make sure no one goes before them, then as the Bears, you could trade down twice, get get a good amount of draft capital, and then still have 2 top 10 picks to surround Justin Fields if Justin Fields is your guy. So that's one way that you can go. It would be the best for the team building because you would have a lot more picks to make sure you get the best team out there for Justin Fields. And if he doesn't work out with that team, then you know for a fact, okay, I got to move on. What Luke was kind of saying was, is it more beneficial for the fact that you can have the rookie contract with a new with a new QB, whether it be Caleb, whether it be Drake May, whoever that is. You still have another top 10 picks. You have number 9, so you can get you can solidify either your wide receiver core or book in your tackles for basically this rookie QB to have for the long run. And you would have 5 years instead of 2 more years, and have to pay Justin Fields. So I can see where they go both directions because of what happened with Bryce. I've been trying to change my mindset to be more of you surround the QB with as much talent as possible, and if the QB, does not succeed in the plethora of draft capital that you have pretty much put into the team, then you need to get a different guy. Because I don't hate Justin Fields. I don't think he's elite. I don't think he's ever going to be elite, but he's a chance of being pretty good. So, if I'm the Bears, I mortgage that everyone else is going to want either Caleb Williams or Drake May. You get as much as you can, and if you get first round picks next year, then if Justin Fields does not do well this year, then guess what? You can trade up if you want to, because guess what? You will have a good team around a rookie QB that should come into, because you don't have that right now. Like DJ Moore is good. I know, because I'm a Panthers fan. Your defense has done better under Matt Eberflus. I don't know if you'll keep him. I don't think you should, but that's something that I've thought about too, is what the Bears will do with their head coach, because Matt Eberflus has looked better down the stretch. But Chicago Bears from Carolina, yeah. So Bears, Washington, they're going to go for quarterback. New England probably go for quarterback more than likely. Arizona is hoping and praying that they can get Marvin Harrison Jr. because that would be amazing for them. Chargers I see is also another trade down, but they could also take Brock Bowers, but I don't think they should take him that high. I think they could probably get Brock Bowers later. So I would trade down just so that somebody who wants a quarterback ahead of the Giants can do that, because I don't know, like I said before, I don't know where the Giants are going just yet. I don't know if they're going quarterback or they're going wide receiver, because they need both. but they could also just stick with Daniel Jones for another year and surround him with more talents. Just hope that their $40 million, still crazy they did that, $40 million QB can actually survive. Um, Tennessee Titans, they're going to go offense tackle. Um, for the Tennessee Titans, I would prefer them get Joe Alt than Fashanu because Fashanu has a higher floor in the pass game, but his strength is not there, even though he's 20 years old, so he can get better. But for the Tennessee Titans, if they go away from their if they go away from their scheme they're going right now, because I think Derek Henry is gone. Spears is a really good running back. He's more of a one cut kind of guy, but he can also catch out of the backfield. He's different than Derek Henry, of course. So it just depends on where they're going offensive scheme. So I've got to see like who they hire as offensive coordinator because I don't know if they keep their offensive coordinator. But Joe Alt or Fuaga from Oregon State, I think is going to be really good for Tennessee Titans. Atlanta Falcons, of course, they need a quarterback. They're the kind of person I'm thinking that could trade with the Chargers to make sure they get quarterback number 3 ahead of the Giants. And then Chicago Bears number 9, you just take best available, and then Jets, you take the 3rd offensive tackle. Like I said, I think there'll be 3 offensive tackles taking the first in the first team picks. I think there'll be 3 QBs taking the top 10 picks, mainly because of just like a lot of these teams in the top, they're not like, with rookie QBs. They need a rookie QB. So I see that happening. And then I think Rum Aduze might be left out of the top 10, even though I feel like he should be a top 10 pick. But I feel like Malik Neighbors might be taken ahead of him. So I say 2 I say 2 wide receivers, 3 quarterbacks, 3 offensive tackles. That leaves 2 more positions. So and the base available. So like I said, Brock Bowers and then somebody else. But yeah, I think Bo Nix would go get in top 3. No. So here's the thing. With older prospects, they're going to fall down immediately. Like say like Will Levis. Will Levis went down because 1, his play style. 2, he still had a lot of work to do. So of course he was wide receiver number 4 for a lot of people. He was wide receiver 4 number for me too. I didn't mind him, but I saw a lot more Carson Wentz in him right here and now. He's an older prospect, has some injuries, stuff like that. With Bo Nix, he's an older prospect who has some good. If he's in a really good system, he could work out. Like if he went to Minnesota, he could work out Minnesota. You have really good weapons for him. You have a pretty good offensive line if you kind of get the interior working because you have your franchise left tackle. So if Bo Nix goes to the Vikings, that's perfect fit for him. But is Bo Nix going to be the kind of guy that can be dynamic on his own? I kind of question that. For Bo Nix, he is my QB 5, but that's not a bad thing because this QB class is also pretty deep too. Like Michael Penix is QB 4, but he's also kind of creeping up there in QB 3 with him and Jane Daniels because both of them are older prospects, but Michael Penix has a beautiful deep ball, which will be enticing for a lot of head coaches, like a lot of schemes, because that's where people are going for. But he does have an injury history, so I think that's what's going to hurt Michael Penix, and that Bo Nix will have that over Michael Penix. Is that some people will see the injury history and they'll be like, they'll be very very scared of that. But I do think that Bo Nix could have a good he could have a good career, but I don't see him as being a rookie starter unless he goes to Minnesota. I think Minnesota is the best place for either Michael Penix or Bo Nix because both of them are in that range of like late first round, middle first round pick. I don't see them going top 10 because, like, let's just say Anthony Richardson didn't have the best college career, but guess what? Absolutely blew it out of the water, physical wise, especially at the combine. I see the same thing happen with Jane Daniels. I like Jane Daniels as being like having traits that people are going to love that they feel like they can like mold him into clay because you're not going to find the person this fast. You're not going to find a person who has a good arm with escapability in that. And there's going to be some people who are like some people are going to try to compare to Lamar Jackson, which is really really bad. Do not compare to Lamar Jackson because Lamar Jackson with him, I love him and had him as my number one QB in that 2018 draft class because not only did he have, insane athletic ability, but he also ran a pro style offense. He ran Bobby Petrino's offense. And as much as Bobby Petrino is an awful human being, his offense does really well in the NFL. That's the reason why like Ryan Mallett was like amazing prospect for everybody. Everyone wanted Ryan Mallett. He didn't pan out, but because he ran that offense, and for some odd reason, people didn't see that in Lamar when he ran the same exact offense. I didn't understand that, but yeah, I see Bo Nix as being like QB probably 5. He could still maybe make the first round, but I'll see him more as a second round pick. And it's not bad. I think that's better for you. If you're a second round pick, you have a lot higher chance of actually making it. I can't remember who it was. There was someone who did videos talking about like the bust rate of a first round pick to a second round pick. If you're a second round pick, more than likely you go to a better situation. So I think that'll actually be better for Bo Nix if he doesn't go first round, or if he does go first round, he goes to Vikings because him with Kevin O'Connell, that would be a perfect matchup for him. Because one of the things with Bo Nix, me being an Auburn fan and his transition over to Oregon, at Auburn he was asked to do too much. So because the offensive line wasn't as good, he did too much, try to play a hero ball, and put himself in some very bad decisions where he shouldn't have tried to like run out of the pocket. There were so many times where Bo Nix would just is try to escape from the pocket when he didn't need to. And it would frustrate me because being in that situation where I was an offensive lineman, if you have your quarterback who does that, it makes you look bad because the defensive lineman is like in the face of the quarterback. But it's not your fault because he decides just to leave. So he definitely did better going to Oregon, having a better system under his underneath him, better weapons as well. Troy Franklin, I absolutely love Troy Franklin. Hey, AJ, you just want to be in the limelight? Is that what it is? There you go. But like I said, I love this QB class. I love this tackle class. This is probably one of the most deep tackle classes since I want to say probably 2016, like 2016 with Jack Conklin, Ronnie Stanley, and Larry Tunsil. I don't want to say as good because Larry Tunsil was the guy until the video surfaced, but it's definitely has some quality prospects, and then the wide receiver class is by far one of the best wide receiver classes I've seen since I've actually taken draft day kind of seriously. But yeah, no, this is a crazy draft. I think there's going to be a lot of teams who have amazing draft classes they can just like depend on for the next 5 years. Like you will find a lot of good talent in the 4th, 5th, maybe the 6th round. Like there's a couple wide receivers I'm looking at in the 5th and 6th round that I'm like, if I get him, I'm going to be really satisfied. But yeah, no. Bo Nix, not top 3, but very good prospect depending on where he goes. But that's pretty much for everybody. So the game's about to start. Like I said, unfortunately, the Bills could not capitalize on the drive they had to end the first half. So they start the second half going at the 25-yard line. It is going to be bad for the Bills because, like I said before, Rasul Douglas did go in the locker room. I haven't seen anything as far as if he's been ruled out yet, but so far it's not looking too good. So we'll see what the Bills are able to do. Like I said, Bills have been able to drive down the field. They've just been making some costly mistakes. The 2 interceptions and then the throw that's 1 yard short of the touchdown. So going to drop back to pass. Going to throw it to Stephon Diggs. Makes a man miss. Going to get up to about the 32, 33-yard line. So pick up about 7 or 8. Yeah, they're going over the miscues right now. Like I said, the Bills should be leading. They just been making some very, very dumb decisions. Like he misses Diggs on a long, like would have been a long touchdown pass, the two interceptions, the drop touchdown by James Cook. It's just stuff like that where like you can maybe deal with like one or two of those, but that's like four mistakes right there that cost you points. So with second down three, hand off to James Cook, going to make a man miss, is going to get. I think he's about a yard short, about third down and one for James Cook. So third down and one at the 34-yard line. Hey AJ, do we pet you? Okay, I'll pet you. You're in a position where you want me to pet you. 14 minutes left to go in the third quarter, a third and inches. So probably a QB sneak here, if I had to guess. They have Leonard Fournette in the backfield with them. And that is probably, yeah, that's a first down. That's first down. He got enough. Leonard Fournette was able to push him through. Leonard Fournette hasn't really gotten a carry since like the first quarter, so that's kind of interesting. But so far, that's been working though. Josh Allen taking it, and then Leonard Fournette just pushing him through. Wait, did they do bobsledding? It looks like they're showing like bobsledding. Like, did Leonard Fournette and Josh Allen train for bobsledding? That's pretty cool, dude. Or are they just showing a little bit of bobsledding? They might be doing that because that's also NBC. So, hand off to Leonard Fournette. Gonna make a cut. He's gonna get about 4 or 5 yards, depending on where they spot it. And that's a late throwdown, surprising not a penalty. But great run by Leonard Fournette. So second down 5. So it does pick up a 5. James Cook's back there instead of Leonard Fournette. And he's going to send him. It's going to be I formation. I formation. Single back formation, my bad. Toss to James Cook. Going to try the right side. He's going to get the edge. Going to get the first down. Make a man miss. And pick up about 7. All right, AJ, do not jump into the camera, please. AJ, what you doing? Yeah, there you go. You can jump down. Just you don't jump into the sand. That would not be good. Oh, this is not good. This is not good. It doesn't seem major, but Andrew Van Geekel is down on the field. He's not withering in pain, but he is down on the field. So they are very, very low on edge rushers. So this is not good. They've already, like I said, they've already lost Jalen Phillips. They already lost Bradley Chubb. All they really have is Melvin Ingram, Van Ginkel, Jason Pierre-Paul, and some other person. I don't know the other person, but ooh, that's not good. Not good. And I got cat here in my eyes. Thank you, AJ. That was nice. I've actually never owned a cat, but my roommate, she has the cat, and he loves me. But goodness gracious, he sheds a lot. I love him and all, but he does shed a lot. Thinking about the Bo Nix thing, I'm trying to think of like other positions. I've always talked about the Keon Coleman kind of thing, where like I don't hate him, but I do think he might get hyped up way more because he might do well at the, combine, but he has really bad trying to get separation. I don't hate him, but he's definitely a wide receiver 2, not a wide receiver 1. He might work in to be a wide receiver 1. Like if Keon Coleman goes to the Raiders and basically is mentored by Devontae Adams, yes. You basically have Devontae Adams train him to be the next guy at the Raiders, then yes. But if people think that Keon Coleman is going to go ahead of Malik Neighbors or Rome Odunze, no. His measurables are good, but not good enough to go against like people who are definitely going to be good unless injuries derail their career. But trying to think what else. So I've already talked about the draft order. Already talked about like potential picks. I am interested to see, especially tomorrow, because it's going to be Black Monday. All these people are going to be fired. Depending on who the Commanders hire, if the Commanders hire Eric Bieniemy, then I actually wouldn't mind Caleb Williams going there because Caleb Williams, in a very similar skill set of trying to play hero ball, just like Patrick Mahomes did, Airbnb was able to kind of like corral that. Oh, that's not good. Angel Van Ginkel was kind of like limping off the field. He's under his own power, but he's still kind of limping. But I think Caleb Williams with Airbnb is going to be a good fit. Going to be hand off James Cook, going to make a man miss, but basically to the line of scrimmage. Like I said, for me, whenever there's like QB prospects, whenever there's any kind of prospect, but especially with QB prospects, it all depends on where you go and who you're working with. Yeah, they're showing right now the the edge defenders from the Miami Dolphins are already out. That's as I'm saying, like injuries have really hurt this Miami team, and I don't think they're going to make a deep playoff run because of that. But it's supposed to be ashamed of it. Injuries happen. Sometimes that derails your career, but that derails your season. But you still haven't had a great season. So throws on the middle to Kincaid, gets about probably about 5 yards, so about 3rd down and 4. 11-13. Jerome Baker is walking off field. He's kind of limping a little bit there for Miami. So they're at the 43-yard line, 3rd down and 5. So we got to get up to 38. So Gabe Davis is off the field. So I know before he was getting worked on, but right now he is off the field. He's in street clothes, so he's done for the game. They're bringing pressure right here. Looks like they're probably going to do zero blitz, if I had to guess. Yep, they're going zero blitz right here. Josh Allen makes a man miss. Next makes another man miss, but is going to get sacked by Melvin Ingram. I don't understand that because, like, okay, he hard counted, so he saw there's going to be zero blitz. But he's going to see he saw it was going to be cover 0. And, like, okay, why don't you have Leonard Fournette blocking your middle linebacker who's blitzing, who's obviously blitzing? That's just bad. It's either bad on offensive line pickup because I don't know what they called, or it's on Josh Allen. Because you don't let the innermost guy get the penetration. That's just bad pass protection. The NFL Draft Buzz has Jordan Travis ranked 12th for QB draft. Interesting. I don't hate Jordan Travis. He's also an older prospect, so that's gonna drop him a little bit. But QB 12, that's a little low. Bo is number 5. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Bo for 5, that's fair. Because Michael Penix, is an old prospect, has injury history, but has a better deep ball than Bo has. And he's going to get some kind of hype because, like, especially if Washington wins, he'll go up draft boards as well because playing in the clutch kind of stuff like that. But I do think that Bo's still a good draft prospect, but he's not going to. If he's a first round pick, it's because he's going to Minnesota. Outside of that, I don't see him being a first round pick anywhere else. Hello, but yeah, Jordan Travis ranked 12th. I've only looked at like the top 5 QBs, mainly like the ones I feel like are going to be like first or definitely second round picks. I haven't gone as deep as far as deep into the QB draft class just yet. So I don't know where I have Jordan Travis, but 12 seems a little too low for me. That seems like past like Michael Platt from Tulane, like that kind of low. So okay, AJ, are you going to sit or are you just going to walk around? Are you want to love? Okay, I got you. Yeah, but like I said, right now that's usually why we're not doing NFL draft content because NFL draft content will just go to the wayside right now because there's so much that you don't know. You haven't seen like Senior Bowl reps. You haven't seen like some people like are risers. Some people you start to like not really like them like later on. So we talk about it amongst ourselves. We haven't put it out anything just yet on info draft content because one, we want to keep you waiting because anticipation makes it even better. But two, it's because we're still forming our own opinion on some of these players because the more tape you watch of Keon Coleman, the more you're like, it's kind of the same thing with Johnny Wilson, where both of them definitely didn't do well because of Florida State's the way their offense was. So you take that into consideration. But then again, when he's 1-on-1, sometimes when he's getting open, it's just because he's getting schemed open. It's not like he might be mossing people, but he will be able to do that in the NFL. Who knows? Is he really able to be a really good route runner? That kind of stuff is like kind of showing up sometimes, and sometimes I give him benefit of the doubt because of the offense they ran at Florida State. So first down 10, the 15-yard line. Going to throw a screen pass to Devon Achan, who's going to pick up about 4 to 5 yards for Devon Achan. So 9:45 to go in the third. Second down at about 5 or 6. Yeah, AJ. I know you like to just sit on my lap. So Rasul Douglas is back on the sideline. He's not in street clothes, so he might return, but they're not really saying anything as of yet. But Dane Jackson's kind of replacing him right now, so he's doing an okay job. Going to send Tyreek Hill in a motion over to the right, second down 5. Going to be a play action pass, and he's going to dump it off and gets absolutely leveled by number 21. That is Smythe. He gets leveled by Poyer. So only about a 2-yard gain, so about third down 3. Yes. Hello. Yeah, Poyer was on Smythe right there. There could have been a hold a little bit on Leonard Floyd. He did kind of like wrap around, but it was Hill actually. No, my bad. Some like tight ends look the same, so that's on me. So third down 3, the 23-yard line. Going to send Jeff Wilson over to the right. Drop back to pass. Long throw, and he's going to be short. It's to Barrios, who had to come back to the ball, and it's short by probably inches. So 4th and inches, definitely got to punt it away because it's literally at the 24-yard line. So you got to punt. Unfortunate, but that is how it has to happen. Also for draft content, the one position group that I have not looked barely anything at all is the running back draft class. Because I don't see any first round picks. So I've kind of like pushed them to the wayside, unfortunately. I think they're like on the outside, there are some good ones that you can get value for, but I haven't seen anyone that I think is like a first round pick. Like obviously like there was in last year's draft class. Wildcard weekend is looking beautiful. Oh yeah, no, great storylines. Like I said, we already talked about Texans Browns. Basically, you're fighting against you're fighting against the person who you have their draft pick, and you basically gave them your awful human being of a quarterback, and now you have that storyline. Lions Rams, literally your first home playoff game since 1991, and you go against the team that you traded your quarterback away to. Cowboys Packers is always a great playoff game, and the Packers usually have the Cowboys number. And how hilarious would it be for the first time that a 7th seed beats the number 2 seed? It's because the Packers continue to own the Cowboys, and Jordan Love continues that moniker too, the same as the thing he has with the Bears. That's just NFC, baby. Well, that's also AFC. 4th and 5th in the NFC, I don't really care about the Bucks. Eagles, I don't care about any of those teams. I don't think they're going to make a deep playoff run either one of them. So AFC, it's hard to talk about the Texans, Browns. Whatever happens here with the Dolphins and the Bills, like if the Dolphins win, then they'll play again literally next week. So who knows how that's going to go because it's kind of hard to beat someone back to back weeks. I mean, heck, you saw it last year. Well, not last year, but they had like a week in between. But when the Dolphins played the Bills in the wild card, and they had just played them like 2 weeks before, they played them close. So like that kind of thing could also happen. Steelers, Steelers snuck in. So good for you. You get 10-win season. If you go against Kansas City, you probably lose. But there's a chance that you could also. Well, no, you wouldn't go against Kansas City because you can't be 6th. Or could they be 6th? Yeah, no, they could be 6th if Buffalo loses. They could be 6th. They could go against Kansas City. And how hilarious would it be? I don't think they're going to lose, but how hilarious would it be if the Pittsburgh Steelers' first playoff win since 2016 is because they beat the Kansas City Chiefs. That would be hilarious. That's not going to happen. That's be hilarious. Depending on how things end up, Chiefs match up well with Chiefs. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Because they don't have TJ Watt, that's what I'm saying. Because TJ Watt got hurt in the last game, like this past game, and I don't know the severity of injury, but he's out. Like Alex Highsmith, love him to death. But can he carry on his own? Maybe, because the Chiefs have also been kind of sleepy. Chiefs have a good chance. Still, Chiefs are still foggy. Yeah, that's what I agree. Like I said, um, it could happen. It's just not having TJ Watt definitely going to impact it. So toss to the left for the Bills at the 24-yard line. Base man miss is only going to get about a yard though for James Cook. But yeah, no, like I said, I would not be scared of going against the Chiefs. Like if I'm the Bills and I win, I go against the Steelers. Good, you probably win against Steelers. If I'm the Dolphins and I get a rematch against the Chiefs and the Chiefs house, it's going to be a good game. I feel like that's going to be. I feel like that would be a good game, be better than the Germany game because also Patrick Holmes coming off of illness, but I think it'll be a high scoring game if that happens. But sorry, second down 9 at the 24.5 yard line. Josh Allen drops by the passes all day, throws against the middle, and he's got Sherfield. Another secure catch on Eli Apple because, of course, takes about 11 yards of first down. That should be hands to the face right there. He jacked him right in the face. I hate when hands to the face doesn't get called. It's the worst thing in the world because you feel disrespected. You can't do nothing about it because then they'll see the person like the second person who fights back. So they send Shakir in motion over to the right. Probably going to be a run here. Oh, it's a play action pass. They faked you and dump it off to Shakir, who picks up a little bit, and he almost picks up the first time. There's a flag. Now I will say this: Dawson Knox tried to block Melvin Ingram, and he slipped and fell. So that might be a hold. Yes, it is. Yes, it is. So that's what I'm saying. He slipped and fell, and then Melvin Ingram fell on top of him. So I felt like it might have been a hold, but I couldn't see. Let's see here. See, he slips right here. He overextends. Yep, that's a hold, Dawson Knox. That's the definition of hold. You hold him outside of his shoulder pads. That's a hold. I wonder if Tyreek gets booed Arrowhead. Ooh, that's a good question because he hasn't been there yet. Because like I said, when they played against the Chiefs, there was in Germany. I don't know. He didn't really go on terrible terms. But then again, he also said that this team was better than the team that won the Super Bowl. So Josh Allen scrambles out to the right, fakes Zeitler, and makes another man miss, and is going to get about like 12 yards in the play. So second down and about 8. Yeah, he makes Zeitler just literally just like, shimmy, fall to the ground. But Josh Allen, like I said, just scrambles out and Zeitler can't bring him down. And then who's that? 50. It's not Baker. I don't think it's Baker. Who was it? Show me your back. Oh, it was David Long. David Long got shook. So second down 7. So a great pickup. About 13 yards there at the 40. Drops back to pass. He's got time. Throws over the middle to Shakir. Pick up about 3 or 4. So third down 3, third down 4. But yeah, I'm sure he'll get some boos because that's how some fans are. Some fans are like absolutely hate when a foreign player comes back because they left their team. But I'm sure some Chiefs fans are like happy of what Tyreek did for their team. So I think it'll be half. Maybe like 60-40 he won't. But third down 3. Gonna send James Cook over to the left. Gonna drop back to pass. He's got all day to throw. Gonna throw over the middle. Is that Kincaid? It's Kincaid. Kincaid picks up about 12 yards in the play. Hello. Yes, I love you too, AJ. So first down 10 for the Buffalo Bills. What you doing? I don't know what you're doing. You're just sitting there. Yeah. Josh Allen literally had like all day throw. They only rushed 3 and then found Kincaid over the middle. Okay, come here. There you go. You can sit right there. So first down 10, the 45-yard line. Going to be a handoff of James Cook over to the right side, and he's only going to pick about 2. So second down 8 from the 43. Hey there, bud. Yeah, you can lay right there. I said sometimes AJ likes to just like lay within like my arm like is like backrest. They're just showing Dalton Kincaid like his like career. I liked him coming out. I had him as my number two. I had Sam Laporte number one, and oh my gosh, I was so right about that. Sometimes there's sometimes where I wish there's cover zero blitz, get rid of it, gets rid of it in the middle. Two Kincaid again. I think he gets the first down. He might be in short. There's been some times where I have been so mad that I didn't start my YouTube career earlier because I have been so right on so many prospects, and now I feel like I'm going to mess it up. I'm going to say some stupid stuff. QB sneak for Josh Allen easily gets it. But I've been right about so many prospects. I've been wrong about some prospects, of course, but I've been right about QB prospects mainly the whole entire time. I hated Josh Rosen mainly because also he rubbed me the wrong way, where he just seemed like kind of like the person who wouldn't go the extra mile. He rubbed me the wrong way. But I've been right about a lot of QB prospects. There's not been one yet that I've been wrong about. If I'm wrong about Bryce Young, that'll be the first one. But I still feel pretty confident in him. So 2:28 left to go in the third quarter. Going to be handoff to Leonard Fournette. Going to try the middle, and it's only going to be about 2 or 3. So still going to be about third and 6, 3rd and 7. Josh Allen has 256 yards. Well, yeah, no. Like I said, it's mainly just been like stupid mistakes. Like the 2 interceptions are going to cost them. If they lose this game, those 2 interceptions are going to cost them. It really is. But no, he's had an amazing game so far. That's what I'm saying. It's literally just been mistakes. Those 2 interceptions deep into the Dolphins' territory, and then not converting on your like 11-yard line with 11 seconds left to go, and the clock runs out because you have uh, over the middle to Shakir. Shakir's had a pretty good game so far too, all the way up to about the 18-yard line. Like I said, it's been your mistakes. You should be leading, but you're not because you did not do what you're supposed to do, and that is take a field goal if you have to. But it is first down 10 at about the what did I say the 14-yard line? Yeah, they're showing it right now 276 yards. Yeah, like those 2 interceptions, just crazy. First down 10, the 18-yard line. Going to be a toss over to James Cook to the left side. David Long takes an angle, but then is that 29? Is that who I think is? Yes, it is. Jones makes an amazing tackle and lost about 2 or 3. So second down 13, I would say. Hey, what's up? He just likes to look at me sometimes, but hey, I don't know what you want. But yeah, wrap up tackle and James Cook sets him behind the sticks. So second down 13 from the 21-yard line for Josh Allen. I'm going to send Kincaid over to the right. Going to be trips to the right. And going to send pressure up the middle. Great pickup, though. Josh Allen scrambles around. Throws a little bit high. Was hoping for a penalty, though, because there was a hold on Eli Apple, and he did not call it at all. They messed up on a call. That was a hold on Eli Apple. They need to show that again. But 17 seconds to go in the third quarter. But right here, that is a tug. That's a tug. That's a penalty. That's why he throws that, because he's literally tugging on him. That's a missed call. So third and 13, 17 seconds left to go. 7 seconds left to go on the play clock. Clock is running down. Empty set for him. Send 4. He's got pressure in his face. Fumble, and it's stripped. Oh my word. Christian Wilkins, loved you out of Clemson, made an amazing play. He beat the guard off the snap pretty much, is in the lap of Josh Allen, and then literally just takes the ball away. That's 3. That's 3 turnovers in Miami's side of the field. Torrance, yeah, just swim moves him, and I think it was more of a rip, but he literally just ripped the ball out of Josh Allen's hands. Just commendable on the Dolphins defense for bending and not breaking, but that's that would if I'm a Bills fan, I'm so frustrated right now. I'm so frustrated because literally you should be winning this game. Three turnovers. Three turnovers. First down 10. Two, drops back to pass. Throws a little bit high, but still, oh my gosh, it's a hospital pass. Two, Tyreek Hill. He picks up the first down, picks up all the way to the 42-yard line, but oh my gosh, he got like absolutely just slammed. I think it was by Poyer. 30 yards. And like you said, mistake after mistake. That's what it is. It's literally just like you you've been the cause of why you lose this game. Like I know everyone talks about Josh Allen's mistakes, and that's the reason why he's not in MVP talks. But this is the game that's showing why, like, yeah, your stats are good, but those interceptions are just it's devastating. I was in a game once, and I'm talking about like high school, so it's not really anything, but having so many turnovers, it doesn't matter what you do for the rest of the game. You think back on that. Like literally, we had a running back who fumbled the ball 5 times, and we kept on giving opportunity because we're like, we need you for this game, and he kept on fumbling. And for us offensive linemen who were doing our job, we felt demoralized because we would get a drive going and then all of a sudden fumble the ball. Like it's one of those games where like you can't do anything right, and you're making plenty of yards, but those turnovers are literally going to cost you the game. It's man, and that last fumble, yeah, Josh Allen. It sucks that Christian Wilkins was in your lap, but he just ripped the ball away from you. Punched it out, ripped the ball away from you. Well, I'm definitely not going to hit my 27-23. That's for sure. That's not going to happen. But oh man, dude, that's mm. You know what though? If the Bills lose, I could see them come back for a vengeance for with against Miami. The Miami might get a little bit too high because they'll be the number 2 seed, and they'll be like, and they could be like, well, we just beat this team. So if the Bills do lose, I might end up trying to pick the Bills again because, like I said, it's hard to be a team back to back weeks, and especially the way that this team just got beat, where they're obviously like you just said, like 357. This was a couple minutes ago, but 357 total yards to 220 total yards. Dolphins are capitalizing on some mistakes, but still, I wonder if this Miami Buffalo lowest scoring game this season. Um, I think it's close to because I know the Bills and Broncos was pretty low scoring, like a 21 to something kind of game. Dolphins had a low scoring game against somebody, but I can't think of it. Oh my gosh. Toronto Armstead just did a false start. And that was blatant. He did a full like set there. He was basically just going to wall it off. So it's definitely going to be a run to the right. Just about the way that Toronto Armstead did his block there. Um, but yeah, I don't know about Miami. I have to look that up. Let me see. Let's see here. Miami Dolphins. Well, I'm also making sure that nothing's happened. So first and 15, going to be play action pass over the middle to Tyreek Hill is going to be short of the first down. So second down and 1, even after all that. So let's see here. What is your lowest scoring game? 28-27. Oh, Cowboys 22-20. So there's that. Raiders Dolphins is 20-13. So that is the lowest scoring game, I think. Yep. That is the lowest scoring game right there. Is 20-13. And then for the Bills, let's see here. For the Bills, it is Bills Bengals are 24-18. 24-22 was the one I was talking about the Broncos. So 24-18 looks like this. Then the back to back was 24-18 against the Bucks and the Bengals. Oh no, it was 14-9. 14-9 against Giants. That's right. That was that Monday night game. It was absolutely atrocious. Oh my gosh, I remember watching that game. Okay, so there's a challenge flag to see if he actually caught that. I was kind of close. The ball did, like the tip of the ball touched the ground, but he had like, the top half against his body in his hand. So I don't know what they're going to call. They call it a catch on the field, so they might not overturn it. But the 14-9, I as soon as I saw that, I was like, yeah, no, I remember that game because at first I was like, why is this a primetime game? And it ended up being so boring because nobody could do anything. Like Bills looked absolutely awful. And then I remember the Dolphins Raiders game because I expected like Tyreek to go off, and he did not for my fantasy team, and it looked absolutely atrocious. But that's when I started to realize that the Raiders under Alec Pierce, like their defense had gotten a lot better, and that's when I started to believe in Alec Pierce. I was like, hey, their defense looked absolutely atrocious before then, and now they're looking pretty good. And then they did what they did against the Chiefs, which I know is the Chiefs, but still, like the Raiders defense has looked good under Alec Pierce, and they desperately need that because that has been their weakness since like 2002. Like even they had to kill Lil Mac, they still have like the best defense. Like he was their defense pretty much. So with Max Crosby being as good as he is, I if I'm the Raiders, I'll still probably go defense, but I'll probably go interior. If you could get just oh my gosh, if you could get Newton from Illinois to the Raiders, that would be so beneficial because you have Malcolm Kuntz who's like making strides from Buffalo. Loved him coming out. He's finally I think he's in his second year or third year. He's finally making his breakout. And of course Max Crosby, but you need another guy to get the middle. That would be a scary pass rush. Um, Newton is one who I'm like he's my top DT, but I also love me some Tavondre Sweat. I love if we didn't need a wide receiver for the Panthers, I would love him because he's a great nose who can be a DT, who could take pressure off of your pass rusher DT like he could take off pressure from uh Derek Brown, and Derek Brown could do a lot more than he already is right now. Derek Brown literally has the most tackles by a DT and not a Hall of Famer, not a Pro Bowler is what I mean. So it was call reverse. So it was incomplete pass. So second down 15. Gonna send Smythe and the mush because he's 81, not 89. My bad. Flash and pass. Gonna take a shot to great coverage by Ben Ford. Try to fit it to Cedric Wilson, but I mean third down 15. There's a flag though. Is it on? It wasn't at the point of attack. It must have been early on because there wasn't anything there. Top receiver, as long as they get decent QB, is all they need. Yeah, I'm saying the Raiders for me, I don't know. I feel like Raiders could also be like in the veteran QB market because on the one hand, because Alec Pierce might get the head coaching job, he might have the time to work with a rookie QB. But where they are as far as like drafting wise, they would have to go with Michael Penix Jr. or Bo Nix, and their offensive line isn't the best. So that's why I'm saying like maybe Michael Penix might be better there. Bo Nix could work there, but I still feel like Bo Nix and Minnesota would work very well. So there is a penalty. Oh, it's on the offense. Yeah, I was sorry. I was looking at this. I wasn't even looking at that. But yeah, no. Angled literally just leveled Jane Jackson. So it's a personal foul on him. Going to set him back all the way, third and forever, pretty much. But yeah, no, the Raiders aren't as far off as I thought they were. But oh no, it's second down play, but second down 30, second down 30. I mean, you can still make it work with Tyreek Hill, but goodness gracious, with 14:53 left to go in the fourth quarter, so still started for fourth quarter, probably going to get um Tyreek Hill on like a screen or something like that. Achan is lined up and a wide receiver over to the left. Going to be a handoff to Jeff Wilson. It's going to get a lane, but then gets gobbled up by is that Kincaid? Not Kincaid, sorry, Bernard. I don't know why I said Kincaid. Don't do that. Don't mess with the stand there. Okay, AJ, you can lay right here. I have no problem with you laying right here. There you go. Yeah, there you go. Just lay right there. Sometimes he's also a little bit uh curious. Of course, he's a cat, and he likes to like nudge things. And he started nudging the phone stand. I was like, no, 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 don't do that. So only a gain of 7, so 3rd and 23. Play clocks are running down. So drops back to pass. Is going to throw to Smythe, and there's a penalty flag because I think there might be a legal man downfield or something like that. Maybe, but I don't know what the flag is on. It was 3rd and forever, so they definitely weren't going to get it. But there's a flag on. They're looking towards the Bills sideline, so something on offense, but they're not showing it. Yeah, legal man downfield. That's what I thought. So declined, 4th down. That's what I thought. It was in that. It was in that direction. So right tackle Jackson basically play action. It was like a bootleg, and yeah, no, he was downfield. By the time the pass happened, he was way downfield. So 4th and 13, got a punt. Data punt though. Beautiful punt all the way to the 5 yard line. Will be returned by Hasty. 10, 15, 20. Oh my gosh, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 50. That's going to be a touchdown. That's a touchdown. 40, 30, 20, 10. Touchdown Hasty. Oh my gosh, they needed that so much. Wow. Wow, dude. I should have been more excited, but right now it's been kind of like a lame thing. Dad gummit. I'm kind of mad to have more excitement there because I could have made that as a post, but I have been lulled to sleep by all the mistakes. So touchdown Buffalo, 13-14, an extra point away from making this a tie game. They desperately needed that. See here. I mean, great blocking too. Not no blocking the backs, no holds. Um, yeah, it's a touchdown by Hastings. So extra. Well, I'm just going to show the replay again. I thought we were going to show extra point. Yeah, he like by the time he gets to the 50, he was gone because all it was the punter, and ain't no way he's gonna hawk down Hardy. Is Hardy that Hasty? Why do I keep on saying Hasty? That's from San Francisco, Hasty. I don't know why I said that. They're showing DeMar Hamlin. We talked about this too. I know DeMar Hamlin is probably going to win comeback player of the year because he literally died last year and he came back to life and he actually made a play. But at the same exact time, like he hasn't done as much as other players who could be comeback player of the year based on the criteria that comeback player of the year is just like that that you were better than you were last year. Like Geno Smith was just had, comeback player of the year because you were a backup and you were terrible and then you know, comeback player because you're, now a star. So I don't know. I still think that DeMar Hamlin will win it, but I do think it's basically been since the beginning of the year that as long as DeMar Hamlin was going to make a play, that he was going to win it. So, hey, Robert, yeah, no, long punt return. I think it was 95-yard punt return. Yeah, just crazy, dude. Unfortunately, I was didn't have as much energy as I hoped for. That I can't really clip this and make this a reaction because I like this game has just been so disappointing with especially the Bills. So just like them driving down and then um, 3 turnovers in Miami is literally the difference in this game. Every ref comeback player of the year. Yeah, no, Brad Allen, absolutely. There's some refs I don't mind, but it's definitely taken a downward trend. The NFL doesn't pay them full, and they don't train as well as they probably should. And also, like, there's some other stuff too that we as fans don't really know, but like some refs I've heard about talk about that they are there's a lot of these NFL refs who are very much like a me kind of person and look for like try to move up. So as long as they don't get questioned, then they think they're going to like move up eventually be like a Terry McCarry or whatever. Um, and so they won't try to reverse their decision. And I think that's bad for the game. Like you can't admit that you're wrong. Bad for the game. So I agree. Every ref is comeback player of the year. Just when you think that they're not being influential in the game, they come back and bite you. I hope there's not going to be like another situation like what happened in the Super Bowl where they don't call anything and then all of a sudden the last hold a second, what just happened? So they went to commercial break. Somebody is in. Oh, it's good. I don't know who. I guess he might be either an edge rusher or it might be a. He stepped on his knee wrong and he got in a car and it basically like it was totally like braced up. So obviously had to be bad. Must have been like something in his knee. But yeah, so we had to go with the extra point right here. That's really bad. I feel really bad. There's been a lot of injuries for Miami in the last couple of weeks, so you never want to see another one. Snap, hold, kick is up, and is right down the middle. So 14-14, 13-42 left to go in the fourth quarter. Tight game. My score prediction was 27 to 23. That ain't gonna happen. But great kick return by Harty, not Hastings. Sorry. I said that before. And I said I think like the Hastings is from San Francisco and Hardy Hastings. I don't know. There's R and S. Sometimes I think no, I'm not gonna say it. I do know that I'm probably gonna have dementia, and I think sometimes I might be dyslexic, but I have no idea because I my mind is strange, very strange. But 14-14, finally, Bills scored another touchdown because they've been itching for one. They've been close, but they've just been not been able to pay it off. But if the Bills lose, then they literally play each other next week. If they win, then it's KC versus Buffalo. Wait, no, hold a second. If they tie, it's not going to end the tie. This is not. This is not Raiders Chargers. But kickoff is underway. It's going to be a touchback for the Dolphins. So first down 10 to 25-yard line. Ooh. So Angel Van Geekel is out, Ty Johnson is out, and then Deion Dawkins is questionable. So that's interesting to see for the sorry for the Bills. Um, like I said, so it was a foot. He was so Angel Van Geekel. That's what I'm saying was like really. I was really concerned about because they're already down their edges. Oh my gosh, what the heck? Who is that? Someone's hand is absolutely busted up. I don't know who that is, but someone's hand is absolutely busted up. I think that might be Deion Dawkins, maybe. It's going to be another handoff or toss to Devon Chain. He's going to lose about two. Great stop by Johnson right there. They keep on. So in the beginning of the game, it was working where they do like a half, like a fake handoff and then pitch the other side. But it has not worked the last couple of plays. Last couple of times they've done it. But yeah, just like a little whoop. It's interesting. I've never seen it before, but it's not working right now. So second down and 11. So only lost a one for what was it like 1.5 for the Dolphins. I formation going to send Cedric Wilson in motion. Going to hand it off to is that I couldn't see if that was A or that was a three. I think it's A-Chan. Yes, A-Chan. He's only going to pick up about 2 or 3. So third down and long for the Dolphins. 12:48 left to go in the fourth quarter. Third and 9. Yeah, they're showing how they were able to run the ball in the first half, but literally they only had 7 yards in the second half so far. Just not being able to establish that run game. That's the reason why the Dolphins really haven't been able to do much in the second half because that's how they run their offense. They run it through their run game. Third down 9 from the 26-yard line. Tua drops back to pass. Throws on the middle, and it's broken up. Try to get a Cedric Wilson, and number 30, that is Jackson, right? Yes, it is. Jackson breaks it up. So 4th and 9. Bills got the all momentum right now, so let's see if they can actually capitalize on this momentum shift that's happened so far. So they keep on showing Rasul Douglas, but they didn't really talk about his injury because he's still in pads. I don't know what the deal is. So punts away, doesn't look as a good punt. Bounces, but makes a really good Dolphins bounce all the way to the 25-yard line. They didn't pan really well, so I thought it was gonna be a bad punt, and it wasn't a terrible punt. It's pretty much like flip the field, but it'd be first down 10 and 25-yard line for the Bills. Um, they're showing again how Christian Wilkins has been pretty much a game wrecker. He stopped him on the third down. He had the fumble as well. I loved him coming out of Clemson. Him and Dexter Lawrence were absolutely just like atrocious having to go up against that. I hated going against Clemson. Like him and Dexter Lawrence were absolutely like atrocious in the middle of the field. Like as good as they are in the NFL now, they were misses in college as well. So first down to actually the 26-yard line. Sorry. James Cook is over to the right. Josh Allen drops back to pass. He's got time. Going to throw over to Stephon Diggs for about a 4-yard completion on Eli Apple. Shoot. So 14-14 Bills. Second down and 6, I'm guessing. Second down 6. It's second down 5, so 5-yard gain. So instead of Deion Dawkins, it's like Valdermark. I do not know who that is. Don't remember even scouting that person. So hopefully he can hold up, especially when they don't really have any edge. So they're going to try the left side actually with James Cook, who's going to get about 3. So third down 2 for the Bills. Shakir picked him up from the back, though. That was kind of weird. I don't know why you pick him up from the back. But third down 2. They're talking about the guy right now whose left tackle was taking over. I've never heard of him before. It's Ryan Vandermark. Oh, he's a rookie. Okay. I have no idea who that is. So third and 1 instead of third and 2. Probably going to be QB power if I had to guess. Josh Allen drops back to pass. QB power. Yes, it is. And he gets first down. Gets about 3 or 4 with extra effort. So first down 10 about the 38-yard line for the Bills. Bills need a long, sustainable drive. But yeah, that was kind of easy to tell it's going to be a QB power. That's what they usually do. So just double team Christian Wilkins and then hope for the best. As I said, Torrance has the strength to match up well with Christian Wilkins, but Christian Wilkins he has a really good first step and has enough moves that Torrance is going to have some problems against him. And obviously on that forced fumble, you could see that because he literally just sideswiped him. So 5 seconds left to go on the play clock. They better hurry up. Going to be a play action pass. Josh Allen has time to throw. Throws deep to Kincaid. Complete a catch. Why do you have Ingram on Kincaid? So gain of like 20-something yards because all the way up to about the 46-yard line. I don't know if that was just like a mess up, but they had Melvin Ingram. Yeah, they have what? Why would you have Melvin Ingram on Dalton Kincaid? That's so stupid. So all the way up to about the 46-yard line for the Bills because you have a pass rusher on a tight end who's actually a good pass catcher. Makes no sense. Oh, actually, the 35-yard line. My bad. I thought it was 46, actually, at the 35. Josh Allen, play action pass, drops back to pass, is just going to dump it off to James Cook over the middle, pick about 4. So second down 6. So if you're the Bills, do not mess this up. You are in good field position. You can settle for a field goal because your defense is doing amazing. So just make it work. Goodness gracious, do not turn this ball over. I'm going to be ticked off if you do because you've literally lulled me to sleep, and I don't feel like I'm doing a good job doing commentary because you've literally made this I don't want to say boring game. It's just the fact that like you keep on turning the ball over, and it's frustrating. So trips over to the right. They fake oh my gosh, great catch by Shakir. They fake a screen, and Shakir goes on a wheel route all the way over to them at the 4-yard line. I think that's what's his name? He was on the Hard Knocks. It's like Kawu on Shakir. Basically goes on a wheel route and just fakes him out. It was almost like it was supposed to be a screen. Surprised they didn't get called for a a pick, but on the 3 yard line, first and goal, probably a run to James Conner, if I guess, over to the left side. And it is. And he's got the edge, but wrapped up. Great tackle with number 28. So going to lose about 1.5 yards. So second and goal from the 5. 7:45 to go in the game. Buffalo in prime position to score. Unfortunately, there got wrapped up. But like I said, you have 2 plays to make it in the end zone, and then just take the points. Goodness gracious, do not turn the ball over. Yeah, you have 4 drives in the red zone. All you have is 1 touchdown. That's absolutely terrible. Send James Cook into motion. Play action pass. Going to throw it to Kincaid, and he's going to be touchdown. Touchdown to Kincaid. Finally, the Bills have the lead. It's going to be 20-14. All they got to do is get an extra point. Like I said, your defense has locked down the Dolphins in the second half. Was it on Eli Apple? I think it was. Let me see it. Eli Apple's mad. Did he get run over? No, it's not Eli Apple, though. It's 21. So it was Elliott. They showed a picture of Eli Apple for some reason. I was like, that'd be hilarious. This Eli Apple just got run over. But no, it was Elliott. But touchdown Dawson Knox to see if they get an extra point. And snap, hold, kick it up, and it is right down the middle. So 21-14, Bills are up. Finally, you get your lead. You've pretty much been dominating this whole entire game. You've been so stupid with your turnovers. So 21-14. Dolphins, it's your turn. You got about, I think it's like 7:16 left to go in the fourth quarter. But let me actually look at the yards now, because like I said before, it was ridiculous. But let's see what the yards are now. Let's see here. Oh my goodness. Okay. So you're literally even on rushing yards, 108 to 108. But passing yards is 330 to 151. Oh my goodness. 483 yards to 259. You're close on the same yards as per play. 23 first downs to 14 first downs. You're 8 for 12 on third down. That's pretty stinking good. And they're 4 for 9, which is not the best, but it's okay. That's what I'm saying. It's literally just like you only have 1 punt too. It's literally just that fumble and those 2 interceptions. You're leading by 12 minutes on time possession too. It's so, yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so frustrating. That's the thing it's taking me off, because you should be leading by so much more, but you are throwing it away. So hopefully you can make it out of this game. You can win it. But oh my gosh, that's what's been taking me off. It's just like, it's not helping Josh Allen's, his what's the word I'm looking for? What people thinking of him? Because there was Josh Allen just got to go with the turnovers. 2 picks and a fumble. That's absolutely atrocious. But you win in 21-14. Hopefully your defense can continue on kind of like smothering this Dolphins offense in the second half. If you're able to, just try to get out of there. Are they making another TED? What the heck? It looks like a TED TV show. Oh my goodness, yes they are. I never watched the movies, but I have seen some of the stuff in passing. But okay, so dadgummit. The Texans-Browns game is Saturday at 2 my time, so I can't stream that one. But I can stream the Lions-Rams one, so at least I can stream that one. But oh my gosh, that's stupid. I hate that. And then I also stream the thank you for licking me there, AJ. I don't know why you do that. You lick my knees. But at least I can stream the Peacock ones. I have Peacock too, so dadgummit, I'm mad I can't stream that one. Miami has lots of injuries on defense. That's what I'm saying. Yeah, they look shaky, and Bills are getting momentum. Do not want to play off. Yeah, like if the Bills win, and the Bills have pretty much home field advantage until the conference championship game, if they make it that far, Yeah, I would not want to play the Bills, especially like as much snow they might get. Mm-mm. So it'd be interesting too, because also I don't want Miami to win because I don't want to have Miami Buffalo in back to back weeks. I think that's kind of dumb. Like, I would love for Miami and Buffalo to play again in the playoffs because that'd be cool. That would happen to the conference championship game, so that'd be amazing to have AFC East in the conference championship game. Taking a deep shot and overshot. Oh my gosh! So Tua hasn't had the best game, but he's also kind of hurting Tyreek because he's giving him all his hospital passes. Like if Tyreek had completed that catch, he would have gotten absolutely lit up. I don't like what they're doing there, but so gonna be second down 10. They try to take a shot, but Tua overthrew that one a little bit. Tyreek is kind of walking gingerly on the sidelines, not limping, but not energetic. So we're gonna send Barrios into motion over to the right. Tua drops back to pass. He's gonna scramble off to the left. He's gonna dump it off to wow, Chase Claypool of all people make a 4-yard catch. Looky there. It's the first time I think Chase Claypool has actually made a play. I still can't believe when he said he was a top 3 wide receiver. That's just So third down 7 after that 3-yard pickup. Tyreek Hill's back in there, so there's that. 6:43 left to go in the game. It's not end of the world if we don't get the first down here, but it makes it very difficult if the Bills are able to drive again. Like I said, you do have several injuries on your team. So empty set for Tua. They look like they're about to bring pressure though, and they bring more. Got a quick throw, and it's through the hands of Tyreek Hill. It's a great play by Michael Hyde, but yeah, Tyreek Hill it goes right through his hands. So fourth down 7, got a punt with 6:22 left to go in the fourth quarter. Let's see here. So yeah, no, it literally just goes. Well, it's a good defensive play too, but man, so Miami back to punt. They're coming after it, but they're not going to get there, and going to be returned. It's going to be fair caught at the 25-yard line. He touched them though, technically, so that should be pass catch interference, but still. So Buffalo starts the 25-yard line with 6:14 left to go. I don't think they'll be able to stop. I don't think they'll be able to just run out the clock. Maybe they will, but I do think they could probably get the clock to close to the 2-minute mark. If they can take 3 minutes off, I feel pretty confident because Miami has not been able to do anything this second half. So I think if Buffalo gets 3 first downs, I feel pretty confident Buffalo's going to win this game. Yeah, literally, Miami's only had 13 plays this half. That's crazy, and only 44 yards. So Buffalo starts at the 26-yard line. My bad. Gonna be play action pass. Looks like they're gonna just dump it back off to James Cook. Gonna make a man miss. Oh my gosh, he broke. Oh my gosh, David Long. I'm so sorry, David Long, but you got embarrassed. He literally he literally did a second leg right there. Hold on a second. Oh, oh my gosh. Oh my gosh, that's bad. That's bad. I'm sorry, David Long. That's bad. So James Cook, it's funny. It's funny just watch. They're showing it over and over again. But yeah. So second down 4 at about the 32-yard line. Josh Allen making an audible. You got 7 seconds left to go though, and 7 seconds on the play clock. They're just going to call a timeout. That's fair. So second down 4. Okay, Christian Wilkins, don't do anything stupid. They're going to call a timeout. So only have 5:28 left to go. That's fair. You get a first down here, you can get under 4. You can get it into the 4-minute mark. Hopefully, if you get another first down, you get into the 3-minute mark. So if I'm Buffalo here, I'm not sweating, but I don't mind calling timeout here just to make sure you get. Ooh, sorry about that. Get the right play call. AJ, you good? Just perched up there. But let's see here. I'm gonna see what people on Twitter are saying about this game. People talking about Montez Sweat. Yep. He's had a really good year. And that contract they gave him looks pretty good too. Now that we think about it. Oh, they go back to it. Hold on. Oops, oops. Okay, back to it. After the timeout, second down and 4. Going to send Stephon Diggs in a motion over to the left. Going to be a run by Leonard Fournette in the middle, and he's going to move the pile all the way to basically a 3rd and 1 situation. And Ogba literally just demolished Dawson Knox. So Dawson Knox is not happy about that. But it's going to be 3rd down and 1 for probably if I had to guess, a QB sneak. It's worked so far, so I don't know why they wouldn't go for it. 5 minutes so far in the 4th quarter. See if they get a first down here. Yep, that's what they're doing. They're doing the Leonard Fournette push in the back pretty much. Better hurry up. 2, 1, and woo! I think he's close. I think he got it though. I think with that second effort, he got it. I'm gonna say it's a first down. Yep. Okay, Josh Allen is mad because I think Zettler was like twisting his ankle. So it's gonna be a first down for Buffalo, but they might call timeout just to get the chains. I think that's what they're about to do because it's gonna be kind of close. 4:26 left to go in the game. Here comes chain game. Good take on Twitter. If I were Miami, I would prefer to play the Chiefs instead of Bills. I mean, that's fair. Like I said, what we just talked about. We said it's hard to beat a team in back-to-back weeks. Chiefs are the ones that are really struggling right now. Oh no, he's short. He's short by a good little bit. So it's gonna be 4th in the inches. If you're Buffalo, do you think you can make this? I think you can. It's 4th and 1, but it's more like 4th in inches. But yeah, no, the Chiefs are struggling really hard right now. Yes, your injuries are definitely going to be, really hard. But I do believe that you have a better shot at beating the Chiefs than do have beating the Bills, especially being in Buffalo. Because I know they got, I don't know if Buffalo got a lot of snow, but I know like the Upper East Coast did. So maybe they do. They do have their offense out on the field. That Burley shove has changed 4th in inches NFL. It's basically just like what QB sneak used to be, but it's more effective. So, but they have a different they have a different way because they have Leonard Fournette literally just pushing him. So you literally have over like what close to four. What was that? Leonard Fournette's probably what 230, 240. And so is Josh Allen is close up there. So you're probably close to 470 pounds just running through. So yeah, no, it's not it like the people who say that brotherly shove should be like illegal. No, like it's if the Eagles weren't the only team that could do it right, because that's not really a brotherly shove. That's just like a different version because they don't do the same exact way. Hold a hand off to Leonard Fournette, bounce off a person, engage about 2. Like, if other people could do the brotherly shove, like, really, really well, then yes, I can understand you trying to ban that play. But if there's only really like one team that's doing it really, really well, I wouldn't ban that play. That seems like you're just mad that one team can do it really well. For some reason, they're showing John Elway. Don't know why. They try to compare Josh Allen to John Elway. Uh, I don't really like to do player comps because then you're basically like holding them to like this is what you should be like, and sometimes that's too high for people. Agree, it should stay in the league. Makes things decide more on offense. Yes, I'm saying, like I agree that should stay. And then even as mad as I am that DJ Chark fumbled in the end zone, if that ball would have gone in the back of the end zone, it would have been a touchback either way. Keep that in because like literally that's the only advantage that defenses have when it comes to goal line situations. So I don't mind keeping that in there either. So 3:18 left to go in the 4th quarter because Miami just called their first timeout. Josh Allen scrambles and it's going to slide to keep the clock running. So it's going to be 3:11. Miami's calling their other timeout. So, like I said, I think that maybe Miami can get the ball with 3 minutes left to go, with having to call the last timeout. But your offense hasn't really been able to do anything. So I'm kind of concerned for Miami in this game, particularly. Not really like if they lose and they go to Kansas City, but in this game, I don't know because you haven't really been able to show me anything so far in the second half, like nothing at all. So um, it's 3rd and 8 though. It's still manageable for the Buffalo Bills if they get a first down here. It's not definitely the end, but it's pretty dang near it because basically the Miami Dolphins, if they get another stop, would only have the 2 minute warning to stop besides timeout. Play clock going down. That's a delayed game. They call it. Yep, it's gonna be 3rd and 13. That's dumb. You have a timeout. You can call a timeout. I don't know why you let that delay game happen, but you did. So it's gonna be 3rd and 13. So you're definitely not gonna get the first down here. There's like I said, there's just been some questionable calls, and it's like frustrating to me. One, because I haven't really gotten that good of sleep, so that's also why I'm not being as energetic. But because it's being very frustrating, I'm like, mm, I don't know. I don't even know. I don't even know what the words I want to say right now. I'm very kind of frustrated. So 3rd and 12. So 3rd and 13, 3:12 to go. Josh Allen's going to scramble. Going to go. Oh my gosh. 40, 45, and he gets the first down. Yes, he does. He gets the first down, but there's a flag. Oh no. Oh no, there's a flag. I don't know what the flag is on, but the flag is on something, and it might be a hold. Oh no. 3:04 left to go in the fourth. Is it holding on the defense or is it holding on the offense? Holding defense. Okay, so first down, and we're back. Okay, Robert. Yeah, so first down for Buffalo. Like I said, it's not the end because Miami can stop it here. Oh yeah, no, absolutely. Miami can stop the clock here, so it's 3:04. So first down play, take off 40 seconds. Second down play, take off 40 seconds. Then you got a 2 minute warning. So you would have, if you can get another stop, you would have about a minute 20 ish, a minute like 15 left. But if Buffalo gets another first down, then the game's pretty much over. So first down 10 at the 46-yard line. Going to have Leonard Fournette in the backfield. Going to hand off to Leonard Fournette. Going to try left side. Nothing there. Going to lose a yard. So Deion Dawkins is back in there. That's good. Agua just shoved Deion Dawkins for some odd reason. Don't know why that is. He just trying to decide a riot, pretty much. Final timeout for Miami. So wait, why did the clock stop then? That makes no sense. Why did I guess when they call the penalty and they accept it, do they accept the penalty that the clock stopped? But that just helped Miami. So literally, they stopped them on first down. If they stop them on second down, then it's you still technically would have the 2 minute warning after the third down play. So theoretically, Miami can actually have the ball with about like 150 left to go if they stop them here. So 2nd and 11, 2:59 left to go. Tua is just shaking his head right now. Crap! I took the under on Josh Allen at 419. Oh my gosh. Yeah, no, Josh Allen, I think his was like 2 passing touchdowns, something like that. Josh Allen runs to the left, is just going to slide. Don't you dare go out of bounds. Good. Slide, keep the clock running. Going to gain about 2. So third down and about 9 or 10. 2:45 left to go. You're going to have one more play before the 2 minute warning. Yeah, I would not have taken the under on Josh Allen. Maybe because of like of how much injuries that the Dolphins have had and how well, I guess that's fair because mainly the Bills haven't been as good the last 2 weeks. But what was he? What was so you said? I know he's Josh Allen's at 419 now, but like, what was his line at? I didn't check. I don't know if it was like 265 or something like that. Josh Allen just ready to pass. Going to throw over the middle to Shakir. He's going to be 4th and 1. Ooh, okay. I'm going for Buffalo. So go to 2-minute warning, and then you go for it on 4th and 1. Well, he had 200 when I took 419. Ah, okay. Gotcha, gotcha, gotcha. Yeah, no, he's been going off, but he's also had two interceptions, which is another reason why he's kind of had to. I don't think he would become Superman. No, like he's like I said, that's what I'm saying. That's what's been frustrating. It's been so frustrating, and I feel really bad because like I could have had a really good call on the punt return, but I've been so frustrated by Buffalo because they've literally been driving down the field and then interception when you're at the 8-yard line. Okay, that's fine. Drive down the field, 4th and 2. You decide just to arm punt it. All right, that's fine. Yes, it's arm punt. Technically, get it at the 20-yard line instead of like with the 38-yard line. That's fine. And then you fumble it again when you're inside the red zone. It's so frustrating. And then at the end of half, you also like 1 yard short from the touchdown. It's like it's one of those things. Like I'm glad I'm not a Buffalo fan because I'll be so mad. But I'm also very frustrated because like you could be winning by a lot right now because your defense is pretty much just shut out the Dolphins in the second half. But you literally just been like just hurting yourself, and it's very frustrating to watch. And I'm also very tired because I only got like 5 hours, 4 to 5 hours of sleep last night, so that's also on me. That's why I'm not my energetic self, unfortunately. But yeah, no, I just mm. Like I said, Robert. I don't know if you were here when we were talking about it, but we do think it's beneficial if the Bills win because you never want to face against the same team in back-to-back weeks. Um, yeah, AJ, you can stretch. And it'd also be interesting to see the Dolphins versus the Chiefs again in Arrowhead. Uh, rushing, yeah, yeah, yeah. AJ, you have to be a star. Look at you. No, you look in the camera. You just look in the camera, AJ. I just want to sit there. This is my roommate's cat, AJ. Controversial take: if a QB throws a 30-yard interception, what are you doing, AJ? No. It should count towards your reception as a reception. There are some interesting stats that I've seen. Or like people like said like a wide receiver should be counted for a oh shoot. He did put his hand down. He did put his hand down. So that is technically him being out of bounds. Wow. But yeah, no, I've seen some people who say like wide receivers should be counted as interceptions. Like Kadarius Toney should be counted as having um multiple interceptions. So Wildcat formation with Leonard Fournette, going to send Shakir into motion, and then it's going to be just pretty much like a push shove, not push shove. What am I talking about? A brotherly shove almost, like what Lax Lifter said. But they're just gonna take the penalty pretty much. That's okay. I mean, your defense has done it well, so you just pin them deep, I guess. Oh, they call timeout. Okay. So they can still go for it. I wouldn't. No, I said I would. I would. No, I would. If I can't get a 4th and 1 and end this game, then I don't deserve it. Because also, if you don't get it, your defense has been good enough. They're not going to allow us a touchdown. So, but yeah, if a QB throws a 30-yard interception, it's count towards yards. Reception is a reception. Yeah. Then like I would just chunk it down the field and just like hope they could get they would get a pick six. Just be like, oh, that's good for me on fantasy. But no. I like that. I like the controversial take. Very nice. Very, very fresh controversial take. I never heard that one before. So, still 4th and 1. Looks like they're going to go for it again. True in some fantasy leagues, if you miss the field goal, it goes against your score. Yeah, we have that too. Like if you miss like a long field goal, it doesn't. But like if you miss like a 30-yard field goal, then yes, it's like a -5 or something like that. All right, so tush push for Josh Allen, and the second effort he might have gotten. Second effort, he might have gotten it, but it's gonna be close. I don't know if he got it though. I don't know if he got it. It's a bad spot. It depends on where they spot it. This is gonna be close. Hold up a second. This is gonna be close. It's gonna be really close. Everyone's pointing every which way because it could be. Oh, that's not a good spot. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it. I don't think he got it though. It's 149 left to go. Miami has no timeouts. Oh, 153 left to go. So my bad. 153 left to go. Oh, he has no timeouts. Buffalo has one timeout. If Buffalo gets this first down, the game is over. Shane Gates coming out. Let's see here. I don't think he didn't get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He didn't get it. He's short. He's short. If I'm Buffalo, do I challenge? If I'm Buffalo, do I challenge? Or do I save my challenge? Ooh. Let's see here. Let's see here. Did he get it? Oh, that's too close. I don't think he got it though. That's too close. maybe second effort, but he's short. He's short. This is where Josh Allen hype becomes an issue. Yeah, like for some odd reason, they didn't do the same that they've always been doing. They tried to do a tush push instead of doing what they've been doing, which is different than tush push. So they don't get it. So first down at 10 from the 37-yard line, 153 left to go. Miami has no timeouts. Miami drops back to pass. Goes Tyreek Hill, open, going to get out of bounds, and they'll pick up about 8. My bad. Goodness gracious. Been burping a little bit. 148 left to go. Of course, we know winner clinches AFC East and number 2 seed. You've shown that so many times. They did that so many times in the Packers game, like a win or you're in. Like if you lose, you're eliminated. Yes, that you've done it like 5 times already. I hate when they keep on showing that thing. Like, oh, don't forget about this. Yes, we know. Maybe people who don't watch regularly don't know, so that's fair. Throw to, is that Smythe? I think it is. That's gonna be a first down all the way up to the 50. And they better hurry. They better get off of him, or it's going to be a delay game on the defense. 135 to go in the game. Miami first down 10 at the 50-yard line. Need 29 yards from Hill. Let's go. He might get it. They're probably going to try to target him here. 50-yard line drops back to pass. Is going to throw to. Oh, Hill. There's a flag. I think there was a hold on Hill, but if he had caught that, he would have been really gone right there. Pass interference, yep. So you need 20 yards. Dude, you probably would have had that on that catch though, because he had a lot of green grass ahead of him. Dane Jackson pass interference is gonna be easy first down on Tyreek Hill. But literally, like Tyreek Hill, if he catches this ball and it's well within his range, it's a tug, yes, but it goes right through his hands. Oh my gosh, Tyreek, that would have been easy 15. That definitely been your 20. So first down 10 at the 40-yard line for the Dolphins. Going to send Wilson into motion. 2 is going to step up, throw. Oh, another hospital pass. What are you doing, Tua? So Tua, like I said, he's been throwing some very bad passes to Tyreek, almost like some hospital passes. Just throws it up to Tyreek, and he's walking a little bit gingerly. Second down 10, 116 left to go from the 40-yard line. I mean, Tyreek Hill can get it, but goodness gracious, you're just leaving him open for Taylor Rapp to knock his head off. Wide receiver screen, I wouldn't be surprised if they do that, but he's kind of walking gingerly, so he's on the sideline right now. Like I said, it's been some hospital passes. 117, 40-yard line. Clock's running down. They better hurry up. Drops back to pass. Tua to the side, and it's picked. It's picked. Game's over. Game is over. Taylor Rapp, he's walking a little bit gingerly. And the number 2 seed goes to Buffalo. Wow, Buffalo. I'm sorry, Dolphins, but I mean, Buffalo was definitely the better team. Taylor Rapp looks hurt though. Ooh. Buffalo definitely the better team, and especially in this game, basically outplaying you in every single level. But at the end of the day, a pick to Taylor Rapp is going to end the game. Yeah, I'm sorry, Robert. Like I said, if Tyreek catches that ball, he easily gets your 20 because that would have been easily 15 and maybe get your 20. Sorry about that. We got a great playoff preview. Yes, I'm saying so. We got Buffalo versus Steelers, so Buffalo should win that one. But Chiefs versus Dolphins, that is going to be an amazing game. I'm going to stream that one too. Like I said, so I'm streaming the Rams Lions because that is Saturday night. I'm going to be streaming the um, Chiefs Dolphins because that is on Sunday night, and I'll be streaming the Monday night game, which they haven't actually announced the Monday night game. Well, okay, so Gabe Davis did get hurt. I'll give him that. Gabe Davis got hurt in the first quarter. So yeah, he did have 0 yards a game, but that's also just because he got hurt. He was in street clothes by halftime. So Josh Allen takes a knee, 110 left to go. All you gotta do is one more kneel down, and then the game's over. So I got the correct pick. My score prediction was nowhere near being correct, but hold up a second. Hold up a second. Okay. The way that we do pick'ems is on Monday Night Football, we used to score. We have a score prediction as well as the pick. And for me, because the fact that it's a Sunday Night Football, there's no Monday Night Football. We decided to do Sunday Night Football. I picked 27-23. But because I have the next closest score, I get additional 2 points. Because if you get the exact score, then it's additional 2 points plus your 1 point for getting the correct team, and then additional 2 points on top of that for getting the exact score. It's very rare to do, but I might actually get an additional 2 points. So there you go. Um, Chiefs and Dolphins are both shaky teams. Love that matchup. Yes, Steelers Bills is going to be old school, cold, ugly, hard hitting NFL game, especially if it snows. If it's snowing, yeah, but I would definitely still have the Bills because um, it'd be interesting to see Joey Porter Jr. against Stephon Diggs. But I'm really looking at the Shakir is going to probably have a good game, and without TJ Watt, I would probably look at James Cook as having an amazing game. All right, fellas, we'll see you in the next one. Yeah, see you later, Robert. Josh Allen celebrating with all the Buffalo Bills fan. This is amazing for Buffalo Bills, who look dead in the water, has come back alive in the second half of the season to gain the number 2 overall seed. Going to have home field advantage until going into the conference championship game. So Buffalo Bills, you're the team of destiny, 11-6. Good luck to you. What a great stream this was. Even though I've been a little bit frustrated with how the Bills played, came out on top. You made the plays when it needed to happen, and what a great day to be alive. Like I said, I know for sure 2 streams I'm having, and I'll be streaming the Monday night wild card game as well. So good night. Thank you for having a great stream. See you in the next one.